Good evening. How are you doing? It is apparently 2 a.m. for you, Martin. Good to see you. And it is just a little after 8 o'clock on a Sunday night here. But yeah, sorry I'm a little bit late, but basically today was doing a lot of little things around the house, basically cleaning up and basically just kind of, relaxing for once. And I had taken Friday off because of holidays and birthdays and things like that. And so at 13, the third day actually felt really good. I mean, all things considered, I've always wanted to kind of think about what it would be to have like a third, no, what do they call it, a 4-day work week and make it a lot easier that way. But you were wide awake, hyper fixating when I started streaming. You were perfectly wide awake. I'm perfectly understandable. I'm doing good. I'm tired. Um, it's been a long day. And I don't know, it's kind of a weird one today, but I'm okay. I'll be okay. I wish things were better, honestly. Um, this past week has been a bit of a mess for me. I don't want to say a mess in a bad way, but it's just my entire life has been very busy. I don't like it being this busy. I would prefer it to be the command list. I don't know if that's right. Um, is it? That's funny. Does that literally show what commands I have? Oh, that's very strange. What's the one that we want? All commands. Oh, that's it. I wonder if I can change. I did not know that was a thing. Aw, thank you for the hug. I need to add a hug command. Okay, putting some notes together. Hang on a second, notepad. Why did my computer's fan spin up just now for me opening notepad? Hug command for Moobot. There we go. I'll do that later. Thank you. But yeah, I figured that basically, like, I haven't played a lot of games this weekend. I've been playing a lot of Dungeon Crawler and I've been playing a lot of Pest Apocalypse. But I mean, honestly, if you want to see either of those, I can show them to you. But I really want to keep going with Murder by Numbers because I've been really enjoying the storyline. And I figured that basically we'll just. Hmm? I am Dungeon Crawler or Clawler because I have a Dungeon Clawler game, which is a um, what would you call it? It's like a crane game. It's okay. Hang on. Let me throw it up there for a second. Give me one moment. Seeing you're the one here, Dungeon Crawler on Twitch. Okay, okay. Hang on a second. Not Minesweeper. It's a game where you kind of use it's like carnival crane games. Please play the number game you wanted. Okay. Now I'll show you. Hang on. I'll throw Dungeon Crawler on for a second. I'll let you know because this one I did play it for a little bit. I'll just put the game up here. You can kind of hear it. There we go. Bring the audio up a little bit. There we go. Dungeon Crawler you meant is Minesweeper with RPG with shops and bosses. Oh, okay, a Minesweeper game where you're kind of walking through mines? That's with RPG elements? I kind of like that idea too. Big Minesweeper fan, right? Now this one is a little bit, I guess, more cutie. Where was I? I'm not going to play this one, but I'll play a new one. I'll go with a basic level and I'll show you what happens in here. So we'll play the normal round. So what this is, it's got the RPG elements and everything, in that you're facing off against, oh, you can't really see the enemies, they're right here in front of me. But it tells you that they're going to fight, take HP. But all of my weapons and things, like I've got swords and shields and things in here, and it's a claw. So basically my objective, if I want to basically protect against this, I'll need to collect enough shields to protect myself. But I also want to try to attack at the same time. Yes, we were talking about Peglin recently, weren't we? Like basically I think that if it wasn't you, it was someone else talking about Piglin. But like, that was another one that caught my attention. I think someone else brought up, if it wasn't you, someone else brought up Piglin as well. And I saw that one, and that caught my attention as well. That looks fun. Okay, so I'm gonna grab another shield and some more swords. I might be able to I won't defeat this enemy in time. But yeah, it's literally for every item you collect, it just gives you a weapon attack, and you can upgrade them. Like the sword has an interesting one. Like if it's the only thing you pick up, it'll deal double damage. So I can try to basically only pick up one thing at a time if I want. And then you get more items. I'll do the battle axe for now. This enemy's got a lot of different separate attacks, so I'm going to see what I can do to basically take one out. Ever since I've seen Piglin, it's definitely something that's on my wish list, at least. And then here I want to protect myself a bit. I do think it's funny that you lose items. It's just like a regular crane game, you know? You sometimes don't get everything you want. And that's why I mean, it's such a simple concept, but I absolutely love this. That's a lot of attacks. I think it's going to be dead. And there it goes. And I'm a very big fan of the poison daggers. And magnets. Oh, magnets in this game. They might be a little overpowered. Come on. There we go. Dump one out. There we go. Critical health. Let's do resilient. Extra health. And because I'm already at full health, I just need some money. And then this one's a boss. So the boss has a few extra tricks up its sleeve. But because it's just a little bit more complicated than a standard enemy. This one doesn't do anything until the second move. Most of them don't do anything until the second move, but this one gives off a spike effect. And you'll see it in a second. A little green dot. There you go. This right here. So you see, anytime I attack it, I actually get hurt. So best way to do this is to stock up on attack. Sorry, no, stock up on defense. Get shields so that when you attack, oh, drag. Okay, well that's only one, it's okay. But then that way when I attack, I actually have enough protection. Oh, that'll do good. And then because also I gave you the poison attack. There's so many it's very simple. But I even picked it up on mobile because I just really liked it that much, and I've been playing it a lot on my phone. Anyways, I'll go back to Murder by Numbers after this. It's a simple concept, but this is relaxing for me. Actually, I remember something that happened a while ago when I was relaxing, in quotes. I was playing a game called The Void Reigns Within Our Heart, and it's a bullet hell game, and people were joining in, and they're like, this does not look relaxing to me. But I enjoyed it. All right, one or two more hits and that should be it for this guy. Now, there we go. The junk jet, one of my favorite things. Anytime an item is dropped in the machine, you damage an enemy. That's the one I really love. Okay, anyways, let's go to murdering numbers, shall we? Here we are. Play button, please. And why is it not showing up? Come on.
Use your CPU, locate every clue, make the right connections, and we'll find what's true. Together, we will work it.
That is exactly what a bullet hell game is. Why is the game interesting? It's not showing the game at all. A bullet hell game means that the enemy is sending a lot of bullets. It's a hell of bullets. And you just have to kind of understand their patterns, walk around it. It's some interesting concepts. Why is the game not... It's, yeah. Enter the dungeon. Yes. Yeah, like where you have a lot. Enter the... Yes, Gungeon. Yes. Why is this not showing up? I keep selecting Dungeon Crawler and it... Okay, hang on a second. What's the hot keys? This should be a full screen application, so it should be showing up any second now. Yeah, like the enemies, there we go. So like Enter the Gungeon, where a game like has a lot of bullets. The Void Rains Upon Our Heart is the same idea but there are like 50 different bosses. The whole concept is that you're trying to technically, in quotes, love these monsters. Your ship is a heart and it shoots heart shots at them. And it's basically just a bunch of girls loving girls, monsters kind of thing. It is really fun. There's a lot of inventiveness to the characters. There's a lot of randomness because of the things you pick up. It's like Enter the Gungeon, but I mean, it's a side-scrolling shooter. I was going to say top-down, but it's not top-down. It's side-scroll. But like, consider the fact that there's no like levels. It's just literally boss fight after boss fight too. Okay, let's see. Where were we? We were in case 3. If the shoe fits. After the Starshine Awards, things changed. I'd been I'd been through plenty of change already that summer, but this was different. This was big. But I guess change is hardest to recognize when it's happening to you. It felt like an eternity ago that I left Ryan and struck out on my own. If you told me back then that I'd end up living with a robot, well, let's just say that was never part of the plan. I didn't know why that stranger thought Scout was dangerous, but the more I spent with him, the less I believed it. So we just carried on, like everything is normal. We watched films, visited museums, and Scout devoured the public library, 5 books at a time. For a while, it felt like progress, but deep down I knew I was running away, running from Scout's past, and from my future. But I couldn't run forever. Oh, good morning, Honor. Morning, Scout. Get up to much last night? I read the final 3 volumes of the Encyclopedia Totalis. I think my favorite was Zirconia. They're so pretty. Now we just need to know think of a way to get those encyclopedias back to the library before they realize we took them. Also, I read that Julia Child's book that you've never opened. Hey, I was going to get around to it at some point. Anyway, I spent the night trying to perfect the French omelette. Here, I made one for you. Huh, I could get used to this. Oh, hey Casey. How'd your date with the perfume guy go last night? It was the 3rd one, right? Did you... Wait, is that why you're calling me at this ungodly hour? Because you're doing the walk of shame? You hussy, tell me everything. Oh my god. Okay, calm down. Where'd you say you are? Got it. We'll be there as soon as we can. What's up, Honor? It's Casey. Is he okay? He's fine, but it looks like he's just found himself at a murder scene. Oh, that's a gigantic shoe. Oh, did a parade come through here? Whoa, that's not what I was expecting. Honor, are my sensors malfunctioning again, or is that a giant shoe? No, your sensors are working fine. Not just a giant shoe either. It's a giant killer shoe. Darling, you're here. What a mess this is. What the hell happened here? Oh God, Scout. Scout, babe, if you're gonna start making quips, we need to talk about timing. I'm sorry. You too. Of course you're here. I can't even imagine making one of those puzzles to post it. Yeah, I don't know what's like. What are they thinking, right? Like these objects. Look, I'm used to doing Picross puzzles where I can see, like, obviously it doesn't change color. I heard some people prefer making Sudokus over solving them because it's harder. Yeah, I mean, like, all things considered, making a Sudoku, I saw a website recently where it was like a kid's Sudoku and they used emojis instead of numbers. So, like, you could select, like, food emojis and you got, like, the choice between, like, hamburger, pizza, pie, were the numbers kind of thing. And I thought that was kind of cute. And it was smaller. It wasn't a 9x9 grid. Those are tough. I have a book. I have a Sudoku book, but basically once I got past the mediums, no more. No more. I can't do it anymore. But, you know, number patterns are fun. Hello, Drake. Good to see you. It just runs off. Come on, Scout. Let's get scanning. Let's investigate first. Oh. Let's see if we're scanning a fence. 5. Well, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It needs one blank in this line for this to be resolved. 4, 1, 2. 2 minus 1 dot 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 dot 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 2, 3, 4. There we go. Waiting for filament to dry. Filament? What are you... Drake, what are you doing now? Okay, we know a 1's going to be in there at some point. Which means that's not going to be there, which means there's going to be a 5 there somewhere, which I will blank that. 2 blank 1. Okay, nope, not yet. Printer wait, but no, like I know printer filament, but like raclette, like the cheese, is that cheese that you basically like broil under a hot stove and then just I'm making a gesture with my hands like to basically like slice the cheese across onto like a baguette. Is that raclette? I think that's right, but what also, Drake, what printer filament are you doing? Raclette is when you have a wee little stove on the table and everyone gets wee little pans and stuff and you make tiny portions, but you can make many. You made like 20 pieces. Okay, so that's different from, I'm thinking raclette as in like a lot, like I'm gonna write it out here. Raclette, that's a cheese type, but now I'm curious about what this tiny pizzas project. It's like almost like a mini buffet on the table kind of thing. I wonder. Okay, now maybe I'll have to. Maybe I'm mixing up raclette with something else. But now I'm curious. But yeah, you have raclette cheese. So maybe it's just that's the name of it that they use for it. That's supposed to be raised letters. Oh, raclette TM. Yeah. Trademark. Well, let's see what about 1, 2, 4, 1, 1, 2. I'm not sure if I'm fully getting this puzzle. This one's tough. 1 dot 1 dot 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well at least we got those. I don't know about you, but these puzzles have this like ramped in difficulty ever since the fire situation in one of the levels. This could be a 2, but I'm not sure. Okay. 2.1. Okay, so the 2 has to be here. And then on this one, it's 1.3.1. Could be anywhere. You joined in on the fire situation? Yeah, you did. Like, honestly, oh, okay, well, that's a 2, too. I really am stumped. It's not as easy as it used to be. It's kind of funny. Either that or my brain's just not working today. Oh, okay. Well, here's what I can know. One of these will be a 1, but over here, you notice that basically, like, we have to do 5 1s. We've got 1 here. You can do 1, 2, 3, and you have to have the 5th one in one of these spots. Exactly. So this, and this. Right, like that. That at least gives me a little bit more of a wiggle room. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I just saw it at the same time I think you did. Okay. This one, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm curious. And honestly, Drake, the other thing is when you say filament is drying, what do you mean? Because I'm used to the filament just like instantly hardening. Okay, well, okay, with this is another weird one. You can't have the 2 here. Well, you could have the 2 here, but you can't have it here, so that means that this can't be here. Because there's a 1 here, and there's a 1 here. So this has to be like this. Maybe cooling off to release? Yeah, because like the heated plate at the bottom and everything to keep it solid. I'm honestly... Filament absorbs moisture from the air, so when it melts, the water boils and causes the molten plastic to bubble and string. Oh! So like you have like a roll of filament that's... You've just got it somewhere just to warm up a little bit, just to let it air out a bit. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I didn't realize that that could be a thing. I thought you were like drying out your model. Okay, well, it can't be there. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be here, but it could be either one of these. 2 specialized filament dryers, heating chambers. So I heard about the term of, oh, what do they call them in Britain? There is a term for a drawer that is slightly warmed to like finalize like a dryer or like a finishing drawer or something like that. You can dry it in the oven, but you gotta be careful not to melt it. Right. Oh no, Martin, did you melt your spool? That sucks. I mean, honestly, I'm absent-minded too. Or stored in a box with a lot of silica packets, airtight. Right, something's just absorbed that. That makes sense. I still don't know where I'm going with the next puzzle. This is way too much time. You did not melt the spool. You just softened the spool a little bit. I gotcha. 2.1.1.1. Nope. Wow, I am... I don't think there's any more I can solve without a hint. Is this... I don't know. I don't want my first puzzle in this level to be like requiring puzzle hints and everything. 2. Wait, here, 1, 2, 3, 4.1. That's all I can do, so it has to be like that. That gives me something at least. There we go, starting to break it apart. 1 and 1 and 3 has to be here. Okay. There we go. Okay, now we're on the track. Now we're on something. Okay, the 1 has to be there. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's got to be a 2 there. That's your 1, which makes this the 3. And the 1. And the 2. That's got to be a 1 there, and that means that that 1 is there. There we go. What am I looking at? One. It's that weird diagonal angle again. Okay, so we got 2 here. Go. That line is done. That line is done. Let's see here. 2. 1. There we go. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? A broken... My head hurts. For the fact that this is supposed to be looking like a broken dial. Like, it could be literally anything. Yes, exactly. That's what my next guess was going to be. Yeah. Just obviously. Oh my god. Okay, this might be why some people don't like these puzzles. Honestly, if it was black and white and you had to solve it by literally stepping back a little bit, sure, I can understand that. The glass cover of the speedometer has been smashed. Something must have hit it when the flat float crashed into the club. Or someone, perhaps the driver. It's certainly possible. Right into another one. 1 dot 1 2 3 4. We got those 2. 1 2 dot 1 2 3 4. Okay. Wait, we're investigating something with the buyer of the makeup. Oh, right. Yes, we did. Okay, so what had happened in that one was remembering, hang on. It was, oh, yes. So what had happened was, it wasn't, and I was going to call him Bobby Brown, and I know it's not Bobby Brown. The kid who had given the makeup to Becky was poisoned. But the thing was, is that basically it was discovered that the woman who was working with that old man had handed off the makeup to the new host with the process of like saying, hey, girls like gifts, why don't you give her this? And she deliberately, and she had put some of the poison on the flowers, then pawned off the makeup to the guy who, because he wanted to impress Becky, and then Becky took it, so she had the poisoned stuff. So yeah, that's what that was. So the person who bought the makeup was his like old, that female, I think it was, I was gonna say Veronica, but I don't think that's right. Natalie or something like that. And yeah, she got really pissed off when word got out that the makeup kit was handed from her to Bobby, and then Bobby handed it off to Becky, because she just kind of started like getting really agitated, and suddenly it's just like a single ask of like, so what happened with that? And she's like, if you were working with them for 20 years, you'd snap too. It's just like, yeah, it basically she just left. And what had happened is the phone number. We got a phone number somehow. I can't remember how we got the phone number. Oh, it was the case. Who had called because they managed to find out where they ordered the makeup from. And so they said, oh yeah, it was to the person and we thought that they were trying to use his mom's name. And the makeup got traced back to, and they gave us the phone number. And literally, with her standing there, we called the number to say, well, whoever's got this phone number is the killer. And then she just literally was like, oh, I gotta pick up this call. What an idiot. She just she was just picking up her phone all the time. She wasn't paying attention to the freaking event that's happening in front of her eyes. It was so dumb. But yeah, she got caught. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, that's that. Yeah, so that was that, and I think that's about where I wrapped up, because literally this is the beginning of the new case file. Oh, but what happened is that once we came home, Junie was there, the scientist. And she said, Scout is not what they seem to be. We need to destroy them. And Honor was not having any of it. She said, you gotta get out of my home. So she just left. So now we have doubts on this little guy over here. And I don't know what that storyline's about either. 1.12. Oh, it's the same pattern here. So it'll be in here and here, which means these two. There we go. This could be the 4, but we'll figure it out soon. 1. No, there's too many spots here. 2, 1, 1. 2.1.1. Yeah, that could go anywhere. Oh wait, 1.1. At least that. 1.123. So the 1 has to be in one of these at least. But that means that we've already got the answer for that. 1.123. Okay. Very small progress, but we are getting progress somewhere. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 1 is too many spaces. Oh, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3.123. That's not easy at all. 1.123.12. 1.2.123. Okay, we can fill in that one, so there we go. We have 4 at least. That's rough. That's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, 1.12.12.1. Okay, so we know that that's going to be a 2. That's our 1, 2. Now we got 2 here. We don't know that one. Over here we got a 1. We don't know where that is going to be. This is a lot. These puzzles are a lot harder than I was expecting them to be. And I'm kind of surprised. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. Well, it has to be a 1, 3, and a 2. So the 3 could be here and the 2 could be here, but that means it can't be this one. And it can't be 1.1.3, so these three have to be here. Okay, so that's at least something. Now I can start working a little bit better. Once I have an edge, it makes it so much easier to figure out the solution. Okay, and then that, and that. And then we've got a 1, 3, 2. We don't know about that one, but we've got a 1, 3, and a 2 there. Most likely, let's see, 1.123.1 could be possible. I'm not going to fill in anything because we still don't have an answer on those ones. But 3 can't be there. 1, 2, 3. That's there. Okay. And nothing if you thought of it. This could be a 4, which means this could be the 2, and I don't want to touch that. 1.123.1. 1.123. Well, it could be here. That's that. Man, this is very piecemeal. Okay, so one of these is a 1. 2 could be, oh, it can't be this way, but you have to have a 1 in front of it, so it has to be like that. Okay. 1. Okay, one of those is here, one of those is here, and then we have 2 more, and it can't be anything other than that, right? So that's that, and then that's that. Okay. Wait, in the same pattern, 1, that. That's all you can do with a 2 and 1. 2 and a 4. So that is the only way that can go. Okay, let's see here. I think this one will go here. 1, 1, 3. So there's our 3 and a 2. That's got that one done. That's a 1, 3, 1. It's done. Let's see. Still missing a couple on this one. That's okay. That's a 1 there. The only spots left one of these 2. But 1, 1, 2, 3. Well, that means it has to be a 1 here. And that has to be a 3, so that finishes that one off. 1, 1, 3, still no. Over here we got a 2, so that's that. Oh, there's our 2, 1, 1. Okay, so that means that's not there. It's here, which makes this one a that. 2.1. And 1, 2, 3, and a 2. Dot, and 1, dot, and there we go. What am I staring at? What is this? A sneaker. Okay, I see it. But like, okay. It's a sneaker. A sneaker? Whoever was driving the float must have left it behind when they fled the scene. It would appear to be designed for a left foot. Hypothesis: the killer has only 1 leg. In all honesty, a 10 by 10 pixel, it's hard to get anything out of a 10 by 10 pixel art. That wasn't a sneaker? What did that look like to you? To me, it looked like a broken Motorola cell phone. Like one of those old ones that you could not destroy. You know? Or was that just that it wasn't a sneaker? It was just a shoe. Like sneakers are different. Or you mean, you might be right? Or it might just be 1/2 of a pair. The plot thickens. I saw an Among Us astronaut. But I see that shape almost anywhere now. All things considered, yes, that was a little sus. I did see that circle too, actually, now that you mention it. That the little round bit that basically, like, everyone, yeah. Let's see if there's another puzzle in here. I mean, there's a dead body right here. That's great. I'm investigating a dead body as a puzzle. Okay, 3121. 123.1.12.1. Perfect. A starting point. Let's see here. What else we got here? Well, 5. So that. Clear that. I mean, it's a little sus. I know. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know about this one. 3, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so this one's close to a complete, but we don't know. But if it matches this pattern, literally this will mean basically dot 1, dot 1, dot 1, dot 1, 2, 3. Yep. So those two are guaranteed in there. Let's see here. One, 6, 2, 1, 5, 2. 1 dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dot 1, 2. Okay, so we have 1 dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those go in. 1, 3, 2, 2. 1 dot 1, 2, 3 dot 1, 2 dot 1, 2. No, it's way too much. Okay. Let's see. 1, 6, 2. So these will definitely be the 6 most likely. 1 dot 1, 2, 3 dot 1, 2. Okay, that is something there. Has to be at least 2. Most likely it's a 3, but 2 dot 1, 2, 3 dot 1, 2 could go there, but we don't know yet. So we'll have to figure that one out in a bit. Like, I mean, the easy puzzles were easier. This is... Now it's just sort of like, it threw us into the deep end on these. I find that either my brain is broken, or just these puzzles just suddenly got harder near the end of the second chapter, and they've just continued to stay hard. 2 dot 1, 2 dot 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3 dot 1, 2 dot 1, 2. Okay, that's at least something. And again, we don't know if it's a 3 or a 4, but we can at least put that one there. And that will help us a little bit with these. Those are 4. And that's a 1, 1, 1, 1 cleared out. That's good. Okay. Which means these are 3, so this can be cleared out. I'm sorry, my throat has been really dry today. Hang on a second, actually. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Just gonna grab myself a throat lozenge. I don't know what's up, but... Oh, did I mention I'm taking voice training? As of... It was supposed to start last Wednesday. It didn't. My teacher was sick, unfortunately. So... I'll be able to start working on my voice. I mean, I need a lesson. I need to put some lessons together to be able to learn, because otherwise I do not self-teach well. I mean, when I'm motivated, sure. For some reason I don't feel motivated enough, or I don't have the time, I have to basically schedule it so that I know I give myself the time for it. Okay, so this can't, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it could be that. Ah, crap. Okay. Okay. Let's just keep looking around a little bit. Maybe I can find a solution here. Oh, 5. What do I do in voice training? So, okay, so normally, I'll say this, like, listen to my voice right now. Your sister went to voice training once? So the thing is, right now, if you listen to my voice, I am actually actively putting a little bit of pressure on my throat. Not physically, but like, I'm tensing up a little bit. So my voice is a little bit higher, right? So if I let my voice drop, if I just relax a bit, here's my regular voice. Like, it is low, all right? So the thing is that I want to work on basically doing a little bit more than this. The problem that I have is that a lot of things with voice training involve figuring out the parts of the throat that you're working on, and I'm not good at this. I've watched videos where people talk about like tightening up your larynx or, you know, reducing like the nasal sound and and I don't understand these phrases and I don't know what I'm looking for. So what I need is someone to help guide me a little bit so that I understand what I'm actually, like if I were to go start looking at voice training or videos or anything. My sister kind of went for the same reason. She put too much pressure on her throat. Unconsciously, she sounded like Darth Vader because her larynx got bad. I'm glad to hear her voice is better. But yeah, like the thing is that the voice box and the voice, like the larynx widens, right? And it's a one-way process. There's no way I can basically like reverse that process. HRT doesn't do that. So I have to train. Now, I see in voice training you practice talking. Exactly. So my teacher wants me to bring a straw for some reason next class. And I'm not sure why, and I'm assuming it's for breath control because something else that someone else has told me, and I'm feeling this, I'm putting my hand on my chest right now, you can't tell. But like, they say you're not supposed to have resonance if you want to have a better voice, a more feminine voice. And so, if you put your hand on your chest while you're talking, you'll notice your voice, your chest reverberates. If I talk more breathy, which means I have to take deeper breaths, because I have to be able to talk and push more air out at the same time to reduce the amount of vibration that comes from my chest. The rumble causes a lot of the negative, like I don't want to say negative, the masculine traits. Now, one of the things I have to do, I'm certain of it, is that I'm going to have to take some time daily to try some sentences. One that keeps coming up in a lot of circles for trans girls is heat from fire, fire from heat. And it's because it's such an odd phrase, if you hear somebody saying it, you kind of know, you suddenly discovered something. Yeah, getting a new voice sounds about right. Like all things considered, look, I follow so many people and I've listened to their voices and I am amazed. I haven't heard, now I mean the other thing is that some people, I don't want to say they're lucky, but they got on their hormone replacement while they were in puberty, so their voice box never technically deepened. I am so fucking envious of them. But like, so yes, it is literally training. And so I'm just hopeful, you know? It's going to be like 12 weeks. And like, it's every Wednesday right through until like March. So I'm certain that by then I'll have a more, like obviously I'll be able to look through all my old footage here and see what my voice sounds like then and what it sounds like now. To be honest, 12 weeks does sound short, but the fact is that within a couple of weeks, at least I'll have some knowledge. It's not anything that I can, like, I mean, honestly, all things considered, it's not like a surgery. It's not a one and done. Actually, I had no connection IRL to anyone to anyone trans, queer, LGBTQ or anything until I met Madlib, and somehow, since I went to her streams and a couple of raids, my whole friend group online and IRL, like 90% is LGBTQ, queer, trans. Honestly, like, Madlib was actually very helpful to me. She was one of the first people I came out to. Because I know her from another online community where the National Novel Writing Month. And at the time, even I didn't know really much for myself, but I was quoting myself as a very good ally. And she had seen me. She actually, I don't know. Have you seen my other avatars in here? Let me switch it over. Hang on. There was this avatar that I used. There we go. I used to use this avatar, right? And the thing was is that I had never liked pink. Okay, yeah, so now you've only seen the kitty. Like, all things considered. So, like, okay, so... Thanks. Like, the thing is that basically... I'll show you the very first avatar I was using. I'm not great with my head. I don't like my face. And I wasn't even at this point. When I was using this avatar, I was just using it because I was sort of like trying to hide. I didn't do you know, when I'm in a situation like this, I couldn't even talk, right? Literally in an avatar like this, when I actually had this on my head, because this is an actual a virtual representation of my physical avatar, something I have for a convention. It was really difficult to talk with, so I got used to gesturing. Then someone got me a really cute bow. They put a little purple bow, and again, I'm trying to point and I can't. Like, they put a bow on the upper right corner of my monitor, and suddenly it was like something snapped in me. I'm like, oh. And then I came onto online sites, the pandemic happened, I had a lot of time to talk, and then so one of the things that happened was I was talking to friends, and they were sort of like, well, why don't you use this avatar? No one's going to say anything, it's just you and me in the chat. And so I flipped to this avatar, and then I basically never switched back. And some people said, wow, that's a lot of pink. And then when I was talking with Madlib, we started talking about friends and stuff, and we were just like connecting. And one of the first things that she said was, so are your pronouns still he, him, or is there something else? And I'm like, well, I guess you've brought it up now, so... And that's where I went to there. And then... This one takes a lot longer to load. There we go. But then I went to this one because furries. I mean, it just fits. I like it. I like it a lot. Kitty. Drake, did you see my Halloween costume for this one? I can't remember. I mean, I have a Void one as well. Okay, yeah, this one. When I went and did all the robot stuff. I really want to look at making that little icon that's on my chest. What do you think about this, Martin? I literally just took all the color out and then just gave it more like, you know, Terminator Death Eyes. There was no other change to the avatar. It's just more gothic, more punk, more robot. And then a couple of weeks ago, I was kind of thinking about something else as well, and I kind of said, you know what? Almost asked earlier if your avatar's face had a Hannah face tattoo. Oh, the thing on the eye, right? The little, like... It's funny, again, I'm trying to point, and it's like, I can't exactly point with my cursor onto my character. But you're talking about the little mark under my eye? Yeah, it's got, I don't know how to describe it. The avatar, this is technically like a very generic avatar. But, yes, actually, let's go to full screen. Hang on, let's just do this for a second. There we go, I think this is what, yes, this is what you're talking about, right? Like this... how do I move this? That's funny. I can't remember how to move the avatar. There we go. Yeah, this one. Yeah, the avatar's got a couple of them like this. There we go, how's that? That's a little better. a little bit easier to see. Yeah, it's just a fancy pattern marking on the face. I kind of like it, but honestly, if I were to remake the character, which I am kind of thinking about, I probably would take the marking off. But like, I do like it. And yes, the Halloween one, I had deliberately, there we go. I had deliberately done more face and chest markings because I wanted to go a little bit more robotic. And all things considered, even when I'm in this avatar, I just feel a little bit more, you know, like my motions are a little bit more deliberate. I definitely feel like I have a little bit more different control under it. But I really love the little marking at the bottom here. You know, I thought about it when I was drawing it, and I was like, I should implement that better. You know, the little chip with a heart on it. And then there's one more that I've been going to just recently, just because I wanted to fool around with some people. I figured this was kind of cute, but it's very void-like. I like it. I should have had this for Halloween, but honestly, I had the robot for Halloween this year. This one I've done, you know, I've screwed up. I don't want to say screwed up people. People look at this and go, oh, this is a problem. This brings out something in people. I like it. I like it a lot. Actually, there's one more. There's one more avatar that I have in here, which I don't use very much anymore. How about this one? This, a friend of mine gifted me this avatar. And I mean, it's really hard to see the heterochromia on the eyes. Kaisalo or Voxy Lily? I think I've heard of Voxy Lily, but I haven't heard of Kaisalo before. Also, this avatar, I have this avatar in VR chat. Oh, I can't move it again. That's very funny. I can't remember how to move. There we go. She has a pronoun check, and all chat messages display show the... Oh! That's really cool. I will... Wait, Kaisala. Whoa. Okay, one thing I did not expect. I didn't mean to be transparent. That was not intended. That's funny. This is supposed to be more of a... Hang on a second. If I turn off the background and put on, like, say, the back... Nope, they're all transparent. That's really funny. It's just supposed to be more like this. Anyways. Okay, yes, the name Kaisala sounds familiar because I think Madlib has them show up, right? She shows up on Madlib streams from time to time, if I remember correctly. I'll put those down in the notes. I will look at them. Why do I have... Wow. I have 4 notepad files open here. I don't even know why. I don't reboot my computers very much. Okay. There we go. And why is the game not showing up? There we go. There we go. Yes, I remember seeing Kaisalo. And you know what? Literally, I have another friend who just literally took her entire Discord and just said, everyone, go migrate over to this Discord. And I'm not sure why. Like, literally, she had been building up a community for 2 or 3 years, and then suddenly she's just sort of like, I don't want this community anymore. Go join me over here if you want to follow along. And I don't know why she did that. But all the power to her to do whatever she needs to do. But it was a strange move, but like, I mean, some people, I guess, you know, I can understand, like, sometimes they just don't feel comfortable, and I get that. So yeah, so maybe that's why some people moved. She just noticed she wasn't streaming, and I had to watch a load of VODs to get to know her. Aww. Like, for her to point out where she was going. Yeah. Yeah. That's frustrating, because it's like, if you don't, like, point out where you're going, how do you know, right? How you lose all your followers if a person isn't following. Look, I've spent like 7 years streaming, and only in the past couple of years have I actually been spending enough time to consider, like, going a little bit further, right? Like, to actually doing streaming. She didn't leave a big sign for stranglers. Yeah. I guess that's the problem, right? It's sort of like how... So, I will look up Boxy Lily then. Because if that's the case, then... you know, I'm not much of a streaming watcher. But if she wants more followers, I'll rejoin her. Where was I? But yes, voice training. So voice training is happening this week. So I'm assuming what I'll be able to do is, like, you know, I'll be able to look at like this video today, and then like look at my videos in like 3 months' time. I have people who have done very little voice training. You don't watch Twitch either. Like, I don't have time. And unfortunately, if I was at a better workplace that like had more of a gaming culture, I'm sure that Twitch wouldn't be blocked and I'd be able to watch stuff. But I can understand why, you know, well, I don't like that they block that kind of stuff, because it's just like, what's the point, right? But whatever, it's a company. They get to do whatever they want, and I don't like it. All things considered, I'll just continue on doing what I'm doing. But I'm hoping down the line I'll find something better. And then I won't have to worry about that. Maybe I'll have Twitches up more often. Went on Twitch for the first time in years because I bought Animal Crossing and had no idea what to do. And I like to browse smaller streamers and ask for help, and that's how I found Madlib and other great people. And now I'm here 11 hours a day. Aw. Well, I'm glad that you're here. I know that it's super late for you. Hang on, what time is it? You are... Yeah, you are 6 hours ahead. You are... I have another friend who's in Germany. And I know, wait, you're not in Germany, are you? You're in that time zone, though. 6 hours ahead. Because it's sort of like, that's a weird coincidence. But literally, you are in Germany. Okay. You know, I don't want to ask on stream, so I won't ask on stream. But basically, this would be really weird if you were talking to me earlier today on Discord. If it was that would just be weird. But I think it's probably just a weird coincidence. But of all the people I'm talking to, the 2 people I'm talking to today, it would just be both of them are from Germany. That's probably my best guess. No. Sense of privacy is important, okay, Martin? You're allowed to keep your privacy. Look, all things considered, the one thing that is bugging me a little bit more these days is that I have all of these... I was looking at my password keeper recently, and I was like, it has 500 logins. And I'm like, I don't visit 500 websites. Even if I were to visit one maybe once a year, I don't think I visit half these sites. So I've been methodically going through them and deleting my privacy. So all things considered, like, okay, so were you on Discord today? I guess is the other question. If you were talking to a Tama 23, or even just a Tama, because I highly doubt that you're the same person. Did you have spaghetti for dinner? These are vague enough, I think, that it won't make any sense. But basically, like, not been on Discord for 2 months, roughly. You probably didn't have spaghetti for dinner. Okay. So it's just a strange coincidence, and that's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. I'm highly amused by this. Okay, so let's see. Where am I? Okay, that's a 1 and a 1. That's a 2. And 3. Okay. That makes that easy. That's the problem. 20 years ago, people got laughed at for having a sticky note taped at their monitors with their password. Yeah. And now, yeah, everyone does it online, right? No one's breaking into my house to grab my password, right? Now it's all digital, right? The fact is that literally everyone can, I don't reuse passwords, but everyone else does. But the fact is, like, I used to do the sticky note thing. And I mean, the thing is that if my password keeper were to be broken into, that's everything. I don't like that. I've been trying, I don't know what I can do to mitigate that or make it better other than my two-factor authentication. So there's only so much I can do to be safe, right? That's okay. But I basically, like, all things considered, I don't want to basically like I am trying to be better for privacy and protection because look, all things considered, we're in a bad state. We're in a bad place right now, worldwide, and I don't like it, and I don't want to basically propagate anything worse, right? But you're right. Now, the most foolproof way is to have a password book at home that is like stored away somewhere, because no one's breaking into your home. I love having my password secure, but on the other hand, I can't be bothered. I'm not typing my 30-digit passwords anywhere. Yeah, exactly. It's convenient. And my passwords are completely scrambled. The only thing that happens is that we have data breaches from time to time and we just have to change our passwords. But that's it. But I am concerned about the day that my password keeper gets hacked, you know? But I'm definitely not typing it. I do sometimes have to type a 30-digit password on my own sometimes because, you know, if I'm in a place where I can't access my password keeper, like say setting up a new phone or something, and I have to grab the password off of my computer, I have no access to my password keeper yet. So I have to type it in. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. It's just something that has to be done now. I'm shrugging, you can't tell. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Have you heard about password cards? It's a grid of nonsense and you have to remember what row and column your passwords start at. Oh! So basically like convenient, but it's AA type of passwords. It makes sense. Like the idea of you just have a password and you just type it in, but it's a bunch of strings of characters. Yeah. Interesting. You just have to remember where your start of your password is. Or, heck, it doesn't have to be left to right. It could be right to left or diagonally, however way you want to do it. It's almost like using the keypad, being able to, like, you know, I know friends who basically like do like a spiral in their unlock. And those are cool. And so like if you could figure that out on a password grid, that would be kind of neat. If this game had time, I would be losing so badly. Okay, it can't be there. It has to be there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can't put a 6 in here anymore, so it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That means these 2. And that's these 2. And that's 3. Means that. Which means this is a 2. And then that's a 2. Which means that's a 5. One thing I loved before the pandemic were Sudokus, and I don't know why this app I had 1v1 Sudoku mode, and I did them under 1 minute. It might be, look, honestly, all things considered, it's not a useless skill. And you know what? It's along the same lines of Nintendo's brain age, right? It's keeping you engaged, but it's also a very good thing to basically keep your math skills going, even if it's just literally pattern recognition. I think the thing is that basically a lot of people have lost that ability. And logic, right? Like I mentioned, I think the last time we were talking about Sudokus, we were talking about like Y-wings and triplicates or something like that, and I don't have the knowledge to understand how the Y-wings work. I look at it and go, okay, yes, I get what you're going for, but I don't understand it, and I'm okay with this. But Sudokus are good. I think that basically it helps with basically being able to recognize where patterns are when you need to find patterns. Sometimes you just need that. What the heck am I staring at here? What is this item? Again, I have suddenly become lost on 1, 2, 2, done. What could this possibly be? It looks like I'm opening a clan. I still don't know why some days some people have problems with some form of pattern recognition or 3D thinking, like they've never played Mine. Yeah, right? I don't play Minecraft, but obviously I play plenty other video games. But like, who doesn't play games these days? Pattern recognition, match threes, Bejeweled, Candy Crush. Like, if you don't play these games, you play something similar to it. How I am worried about how some people can't read an analog clock. Like, I can look at my wrist and I can understand the analog clock, and people will say, "How did you do that?" And I'm like, "Wait, you don't know how to read a clock?" I understand that the computers do a lot for us, but like, that's pattern recognition. It's literally just, and also it's a little bit of math. The absolute enigma that is the analog clock. That's like the next, like, you know, giant puzzle game comes out, and the final puzzle is just literally, what time is it? And people are just losing their minds because they can't figure out what a clock looks like, what the clock means. Speaking of which, I picked up The Seventh Guest in VR. I want to be able to try to do a couple of VR games at some point. Because what I noticed, I picked it up, The Seventh Guest VR, because I noticed that the puzzles are different. There we go. So what am I looking at? What am I still looking at? A passport. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. This looks like a sneaker. Anyways, the Seventh Guest VR game has puzzles that are new. It's not the same puzzles as it was in the old CD-ROM game. So I'm tempted, because I would love to learn, like, go through the Seventh Guest again with new puzzles. That must be the victim's passport. Let's see. His name is Oliver Laurel, U.S. citizen. Date of birth would make him 26. A passport is an item for traveling to foreign countries, correct? Perhaps he was going on holiday soon? Have you ever played a game only to unlock a fear? I will never play VR because I'd love to try The Last of Us 2. But on the other hand, that ain't happening. Well, wait, The Last of Us 2 isn't in VR. I'm not afraid of heights, but the crane scene. Oh, I get you. Oh, yeah. When you're invested in a game, right? Like when you have that lock on in your mind and you're just basically like the world drops out from around you and you are just looking at nothing but the four corners of the screen. When you can see nothing but the game and the depth of the game is just shocks you. So I have never played Last of Us 2. I have played Last of Us 1 for only the prologue. So, you know, at some point, maybe I should get around to playing that. I do have it around here somewhere. I also have Horizon Zero Dawn, which my friend Raptor wants to play. Or rather, he wants to watch me play it. So that's something. Speaking of which, I was thinking about charity things. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, VR is such a crazy thing. There is games called like there's a VR game called Richie's Plank Experience. Don't look it up. It's literally a game where you go like up an elevator to 40 stories out and then you walk out on a wooden plank in VR. Obviously, there's no actual danger, but oh my God, mm, I don't know what it is about heights, but I don't like it either. But like the VR stuff got to me on that one. So it's amazing and scary at the same time. Unlocking fears? Hmm. Thinking about this. If I, well, I've never liked jump scares. Um, Five Nights at Freddy's just basically ruined that for me. Um, this Last of Us isn't out on Steam. Okay. Yeah, wait, the first one is. That's right. That's right. The first one is, but it hasn't been put on, the second one hasn't been put on PC yet. I have the PlayStation 4 around here. I should get it all set up. I have one of those streaming boxes, and I was thinking about doing streaming like what Madlib was doing with Animal Crossing and or Super Mario Super Wonder or Super Mario Wonder. Oh, second game due April. Okay. Okay, great. Um, but yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, Last of Us. What other games? I think I got Spider-Man. Like literally I'm looking up at my you can't obviously you can't see it, but I'm turning my head to look at my game. I literally have more Switch games than I do PS4 games, and I only have like 20 Switch games. So I really haven't been buying a lot of physical media recently. The Last of Us is one of those games that changes your life and you can never replay it. Like watching a TV show and when it's over, you ponder your life. Do I need to be playing this game? I've heard very similar statements from a lot of people for that game. Made me cry for the first time in over a decade. Oh my God, that's going to make me cry. I know that right now that it's going to make me cry if that's the case. If it made you cry and you're usually so stoic that look, all things considered with the HRT and everything, I've also unlocked my emotions. So getting emotional about things happens a lot easier these days. Absolute roller coaster of emotions. Oh boy. Okay. So if I do this on stream, right? It had absolutely happy at its peak and absolute everything. I am concerned, but also now intrigued. And I know that I have friends who, no spoilers, but if you get around to the second game, all I brace yourself for the Korean scene. Sure. I'm certain that I'll see something in it that basically will just like get me to that point of crane. Like I'll be aware the crane is coming up. But yeah, I at some point, let me just quickly. No, I can't. I can't see my PlayStation games from here. Unfortunately, they're covered. I mean, my entire collection of PS4 games is just a pile of shame because I've never really played any of them. Want to know something more? No, sure, sure. I am. I prefer no spoilers. Obviously, I like kind of playing a game and going blind into these things, but I do like knowing that I can basically play a game and not be completely spoiled on a thing. You want to go to a location, but not want to cross territory. So you go to a skyscraper that's falling over. Interesting. 50th story and wanted a bridge that's like rope and duct tape. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, that sounds like that would be. I bet that they did a really good job on the visuals on that. Is it all? Hopefully, it's not just all QuickTime events. You're not afraid of heights, but damn, I get that. I get that a lot. Well, all things considered, whenever I look over like a ledge or whatever, I make sure that I'm holding on to whatever railing I've got. No quick time events? Okay. Good to know, good to know. Try and hold on to anything. Yeah. The crane has no rail. Great. Of course not. Now I'm really curious about this. Oh my god. So, okay. I've gotten so many of these games now. What did I just pick up? A friend of mine just gave me White Noise 2, which looks like Silent Hill but multiplayer. I've got Combat Racing, Paradise, Seventh Guest VR, and then I've got a couple of I Expect You to Die games. I don't know if you've ever seen I Expect You to Die, but they're basically really elaborate escape rooms. I could try and do Last of Us. I think. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna put it on my list. Um, because hello, Soft. How are you? No, literally, Soft. My friend gave it to me yesterday. I got a job starting January, and I don't know if I'll be here after that because job would start like 2 hours from. Oh wow. Okay, so you've got an early morning shift. So you'd have to go to bed and you'd actually have to be sleeping. I get that. If I do, I'll make sure that basically you're aware of the VOD. And hello, Soft. Good to see you. White Noise. My friend just gave me number 2, and I actually bypassed on getting White Noise online, which I guess is the first one. I did not know anything about it, but my friend just kind of gave me number 2, and I'm just like, okay, I'll do it on stream because I checked if Last of Us was on 2 and stream. Oh, no, I checked if Last of Us 2 was on Steam and on sale so I could just gift it to see it played. Oh, Martin, don't do that. It's okay. I appreciate that. White Noise is basically Dead by Daylight. White Noise Online is Slender with steroids. And hello, Miles. Good to see you. Um, so Martin, thank you very much for the offer as well. Honestly, like I find that a lot of people want to gift me games. Honestly, even Soft tried to gift me Minecraft. But here's the thing. I like one of my little like pop-ups that happens in the chat um is that basically I have a backlog of games and I need to figure out some way of literally getting through them all. Um Just after the pandemic, there was a horror game announced with an AI creature that adapts to your playstyle every chapter. Um, Actively counters you. Okay, so have you ever heard of Hello Neighbor? Because when that game first came out, that's kind of what it did. I don't understand how it worked, but I'm assuming what it does is it looks at the heat map that you're like if you're running the same pattern over and over again, and it knows this. So when you get captured and you get thrown back into the start, you end up in a state. And you know what? Hang on a second. I have Hello My Neighbor in my shopping cart on PlayStation for about a year. Here, you know what? Here's the thing. Okay. So why don't I just stop for a second? We can talk. And it might be nice this way. Because I see a lot of people here. Um, yeah, we could play a little Hello Neighbor if you're curious, because it's an interesting one, and I don't know if it's gotten better. Um, I remember watching YouTubers play that when I was a fetus. Yeah. When did that game come out? Hang on a second. I'm just gonna take a quick look here. Hello Neighbor. Oh yeah, and I have 2018 was the last time I played it. But when did it come out? Hang on a second. The end of December, like December 2017. Okay, so that makes sense. Um, but yeah, the concept with that is that you were trying to break into the person's house, but the neighbor would be wise to what you were doing. So if you started, like, say, if you tried to break in through a specific window, the next time you tried, you'd notice that he boarded up the window. If you kept following the same path around the house, he would lay down traps on the ground. Um, it was back then, it was kind of amazing. Unfortunately, it wasn't as great a game as it could have been. back in the day, but it was touted as pretty neat. Um, but yes, we are old, Soft. I know. Don't remind me. I will be 46 in 2 months. Um, and I'm sure that nobody actually knows that until now. Let me see. Hang on a second. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's stop some music. Let's just put some music on for a little bit. I'll put it low quality music. I know I've got something here. Oh, and I've got a kitten. There we go. Don't mind me just claiming 30 games and rewards via Prime Gaming. What, Drake? Did you not know how old I was? I guess probably that's probably the case. Hi, kitten. There we go. I got a kitty. Let's get some music going. Maybe I can do the Max Headroom background? This might make people too dizzy if I went to this, right? Let's do the Vaporwave. I think the Vaporwave's a lot less dizzying. There we go. Sometimes I want quick answers and ask ChatGPT to only answer with yes or no. After I got what I wanted, asked it to elaborate, and ChatGPT said no. Oh my god, yeah. Well, I mean, you did tell it you only wanted yes or no answers. Can you elaborate? No. Wait, Martin, you're 20. Okay, sorry. Look, all things considered, I do not understand. Sometimes I find it funny that basically I don't know ages. Oh, that's not good. Hovering the mouse over the close button with my cat literally hovering over my mouse. Like, he could just literally click the button and suddenly I'd be offline. Let's see. Kitty is walking back and forth across my laptop right now. Let's see. So, you're about to turn 38, Drake. I'm going to be 46 in a couple of months. I thought you were closer to 30, Martin. 30, 31, 32, I would guess. I do not have a great sense of age. All things considered, I thought Drake was younger. I did not know that Drake is 38. I did not know that Miles was 19. Wait, no, yes I did. What am I talking about? I know Miles. I know who Miles is. The only thing you could go on would be my Twitch profile picture in your chats. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I don't even think I know your. I don't think I even knew you had a profile picture up there. Honestly, yeah, I know, and I'm sorry. Like, the thing is, I'm terrible with age. So, I find it funny when people ask me my age and they don't know. But yeah, all things considered, it's sort of like Soft has also said, and I find this very funny, but basically Soft has introduced me as my oldest friend in VR chat. And that can be read two different ways, technically. Right? We've known each other since the beginning of the pandemic. That's pretty much about the time that the VR started for me. And then also I'm just old. But a couple of the things that go with age is the old adage of you're only as old as you feel. And so when I talk about the fact that I'm 45, 46. Hang on a second, I'm just gonna check something. My computer is making a lot of noise right now. I just want to make sure. Okay, I've got hard drive space. I'm running out of hard drive space super fast on my computer. Before the pandemic, I don't think it was used as widely. I think a lot of things got accelerated. You did in 2019, you joined? Okay. I think I remember getting VR before the pandemic, but I think I didn't really join VR chat until the pandemic hit. I think I didn't understand it. And then I made some really good friends over that time. And that's where I've met so many of my friends now. And it's kind of amazing, right? Hey, you have all the tabs open for each game. You want some of these? Some of these I've played already. Oh, I was going to say quickly, the Soft tried to gift me Minecraft, but because Soft's in the States and I'm in Canada, it wouldn't let me redeem the game. And that's just a stupid thing on Microsoft's part. And also, like, Martin, thank you for the concept thought of gifting me a game. My backlog. There's the message right there, actually. I have a massive game backlog. If you want to see my games list, click that link. If I'm correct, this one goes to my Steam page. Let me see. I can't even remember where I linked it to. That's kind of funny. Yes, so that goes to my Steam page. If you had PayPal, I'd just send the funds. I do, but don't. Okay? I appreciate that. I don't have Venmo because Venmo doesn't work in the States or in Canada. Tama has a massive backlog. I'd still gift Last of Us if the day comes. Ah, I appreciate that. Like, look, I bought a lot of Humble Bundles, and then I would play like the one game I wanted out of the bundle. So now I have 1,000 games on my list. And I just picked up another bundle that has a whole bunch of VR stuff. And I want to be able to stream VR stuff. But the tricky thing with that is that I need, what was I saying? What do I need for that? I need to figure out how to get the chat to show up in my VR space. Otherwise, I'm just literally playing the game and I don't see any of the chat happening. And that doesn't work. OVR doesn't... Okay, so here's the thing. My system, I have OVR. I have that. But the problem is, my VR headset is not Quest. It's not an Index. It's something called Windows Mixed Reality. Kerbal's space program. I'm pretty sure I have Kerbal. Let me see here. I do. I have Kerbal's space program. Thank you. Yes, I still have my Windows Mixed Reality. Times are tough. I'm basically making everything. I'm trying to make like every dollar count these days. You know, KSP, can you tell me what the F is up with KSP2? There was a whole thing about Kerbal Space Program 2, right? It wasn't up to snuff, right? I mean, honestly, I remember hearing, I can't remember what game it was. Oh, it was Among Us. When Among Us became a big hit, I remember they were like, wait, they were thinking of making Among Us 2. And the thing was like, so many people had bought Among Us 1. And they're like, wait a minute, why don't we just keep updating Among Us 1? And they did. And they've done such a good job at it. Anyways, yes. Matt Lown has played KSP2 for over a year now. 2 years. Getting nostalgic. Look, so here's the thing. Like, okay, so VR, every dollar counts. Also, you giving free codes. I appreciate you so much, Soft. Thank you. You still have never played Among Us, and you're proud of that. And that's not something to be. You know, look, all things considered, you don't have to, right? You've probably played other games like Werewolf or Mafia or something like that, but all things considered, you don't have to. It's not like basically like required reading or anything like that. And yeah, exactly. Like played it once, played it like, you know, we can play it in VR chat as well. So yeah, so like the VR stuff. Yeah, so the problem I have is that, like, and I can't show it right now because I don't have the setting set up right now. In VR, for some reason, the Windows Mixed Reality, if I play certain games, it actually shuts off Steam VR, which means I can't use the OVR the OVR toolkit. And I wish that it didn't. I wish that basically I could tell it just literally to work with what I have, but it doesn't work, and I don't like that. It's dumb. Miles, I could always send you my other quest too. Look, I have people who have a... I want to get... Like, here's what I want. So what I'm hearing, I need to save to send you a better... Look, I don't need a better PC. I've literally just I've spent past better part of a month offloading something of my computer. I should look into that. I should just honestly look into secondhand quests. Okay, that's going on my notepad. Hang on a second. It is Christmas time. I bet there's going to be an influx of those coming up like in a week's time. Call it a hunch, right? And honestly, if I get one of the what do they call it, the AirLink or whatever, as long as I can basically get it to work. Exactly. So like if I get like, if people will get Quest 3 at Christmas, the Quest 2 will be going up on eBay. My Boxing Day might be on eBay this year. Why are they so expensive? And that's the problem, right? Like, look, I'm also a very frugal gamer. My PC here is, I would say a Frankenstein, but like it does Kuckerberg, yeah. It's because, and it's surprised because also, like, all things considered, you have to have a connection to Facebook for it, or what they call Meta now. But the fact is like they undoubtedly are gathering information, right? Yes, the new one from Vive, I can tell you, but through secondhand advice, that this new one from Vive is really good. It's got built-in eye tracking. My friend got the mouth tracker, so you can actually see the mouth tracking. That's pretty cool. But like, yeah, and I wouldn't want to get like, I mean, I'm not going to buy a Quest new. Zuckerberg doesn't need more money. Scorn. I did have that on my wish list. Give me a moment. Like, let me just double check. I'm pretty sure I don't have it. I know it keeps showing up on my list, but yeah. Goopy game. Like, I mean, all things considered, that's what's Scorn like? Scorn's like that, like the Alien, right? It's what's that artist? Who's the artist who did that? Who developed the Alien? Oh my God, I can't remember his name right off the top of my head. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Scorn is based very much in that. You played it on Game Pass. Was it good? Gory alien stuff? Yeah. Probably not something I'd play on stream. But I have it still on my wish list because I'm curious. So, I'd say yes. Terrifying? Terrifying, but good. Interesting. Maybe I should stream it. Like, so one of my other friends just got me Cobalt Care. Oh, I am not streaming Cobalt Care. Because I know what Cobalt Care is about. Miles. Yeah, care in quotes. It's, yeah, you're taking care of them all right. Yeah. What was I going to say? There was something else. What was I going to say? There was something, oh, so my friend gifted me White Noise 2. Right? So, that looks like it's a multiplayer game. You're saying it's like Dead by Daylight. I mean, I haven't played Dead by Daylight in a long time either. So, I don't know. But it looks like Silent Hill. Looks like Silent Hill meets Dead by Daylight. So, yeah, I'll give it a try at some point. They want me to stream it. Like I said, I'm not great with the jump scares. Look, okay, so also I don't find myself to be very competitive, but a PvE I'm okay with. Everyone cooperating to basically get away from one consistent enemy, I like a lot more. The monster can be a player. Yeah, so it's like Dead by Daylight, but it also has the ability of the monster can just be AI, right? Like, look, I love Deep Rock Galactic because that game, there is no player versus player mode. It is literally everyone together, everyone collaborating, cooperating, and the gold, it's not split. It's just everyone gets the same amount of gold regardless. That is my favorite. You have White Noise 2 as well, Soft? So if we do, yeah, we could always stream that at some point. Yeah, of course. Look, I want to be prepared. I'm not about to message you like an hour before and say, "Hey, I want to play this," and you'd be like, "Oh, I'm out." Right? I want to just make sure that if I am going to be doing this, I would be doing this and being prepared for it. That's all. You had it on release? Okay. So, yeah, going back to the VR stuff. Did I put that on the notes? Did I put it on the notes? I can't remember already. Yes, I just literally have um there we go. I have second-hand quest written down, and already I was looking at going, I don't know if I even will understand that in 15 minutes. Um, so that's that. That's okay. Yeah, VR stuff. If I get a quest, I believe I will no longer have to worry about, like, I'll be able to use the OVR toolkit with Steam VR. Like, look, if I play Beat Saber, it's something to do with OpenXR. OpenXR is a brilliant and actually a wonderful format. The concept is that you program for OpenXR. So you say like you say OpenXR triggers, OpenXR grabbers, XYZ, everything is under OpenXR. OpenXR is a translator. So regardless of what game you're using and whatever hardware you're using, it plays. It lets you be able to program once for all of the different systems. So that means like if you have an index or if you have a Quest or if you have a person who doesn't even have the Quest controllers and they have to use the finger tracking, all that stuff can be programmed in one go rather than programming for different systems. And the problem with that is that with OpenXR and Windows Mixed Reality, which is what I have, is that it shuts down Steam VR, which doesn't let me add any add-ins. Spelunky. I'm pretty sure I have Spelunky. Hang on, let me take a look. Because that one's a classic. I mean, I've played it, so if I don't... Spelunky. Okay, I'm sure... Is it SPL? Nope. Wait, I've played Spelunky. Oh, I played that on my Xbox. Like, Xbox 360? I've lost track of the Xboxes. At least PlayStation just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, like, PlayStation 4 Pro and 5 Pro. Xbox, once they went to Xbox 360 and then Xbox One, and then One X and One S, I lost track. I don't remember. One day, Drake. And you know what? Here's the other thing, Drake. One day, Drake, where did that sound come from? What was that? I heard a sound. Okay, there's one code. If that's the code, I'll put that into Steam. Thank you. That sounds like a... Let me double check. All these codes are for GOG. Oh, good old games. That's what you were doing, huh? Do I have the GOG Galaxy? I do not have the GOG Galaxy installed. Okay. I will, again, this will go onto my... I have a notepad that I'm just writing notes to. I was wondering why I didn't see any dashes. That's okay. Yes. Let me double check something. So, yeah, I also have my itch collection of games. Has anybody heard of a game called Kletka? This one's just been announced recently, which I thought was kind of interesting. But it is a game like Lethal Company or Content Warning, where they say it's an elevator that wants to kill you. I've only played it alone, and I didn't really get anywhere right away, but it looks interesting. Okay, so let's see. Where do I redeem a code? Here we are. You're saying Splunky, right? Hang on. No, that's my activity feed. I would not want to go there to redeem a code. Come on. There we go. Thank you so much for the scorn. Yeah, it looks very interesting. If you have the choose a game redeem is so that basically, like, let's just say, like, right now I'm playing Murder by Numbers, right? This is just a game I want to play. The choose a game redeem is not to get a game. It is pick something from my list, pick something from my backlog and get me to play it. So, like, Mad Lib redeemed and said Animal Crossing. Because, I mean, all things considered. Yeah, she wanted to play Animal Crossing with me online. Outer Worlds, I'm pretty sure I have. Let me see here. I have Outer Wilds. Hang on a second. Wait. Oh, hang on. One other thing. Epic. I think I got Outer Worlds through Epic. All things considered, if I already have it on one of these systems, I don't want to get a redeem. Like, as much as I want to basically, like, you know, I'm okay with games. I don't want to redeem a game twice. I've done it a couple of times. And the thing is like, I feel that, look, if I can get it off of Epic, I've got it on Epic. I don't want to get it on Epic and then buy it again on Steam. That's not how this works. I can go to Epic and play the game that I have. Game Pass kills these things. Yeah, I get that. That's kind of stupid, right? Because it's sort of like you get all these games. Oh, right, that's not a password thing. Let me see. Okay, so Epic Games. Man, this is not that I'm complaining. This is very different from what I was expecting today's stream to be. I could give it away. So, charity work. Shall we talk about charity work? Give me 1 second. There's the free games added to my GOG Loud. Haven't gotten the email from Epic yet on my login. I think I have Outer Worlds. I mean, the other one is Outer Wilds. And I want to play that one too, because the Stupendium song sounds pretty cool. Ah, here it is. Hang on a second. But yeah, I don't want to double dip, you might say. Star Wars Bounty Hunter, I wouldn't play that. All things considered, I'm not a great Star Wars fan. I know someone who might, though. But again, like, I don't want to give away your games. If you have somebody who is a Star Wars fan, I'd say give it to them. Outer Worlds, right? No, apparently I don't have the Outer Worlds? Really? Let me check my library again. Is this the thing where basically, like, I don't have the Outer Worlds, but I have the Outer Wilds? No, what's this? The Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition. I have it. Why did it say I have to buy it? That's strange. Okay, I have Outer Wilds. I appreciate that. You know what? If anything, just if you are going to pass them along to me, just put a message as to like what they are when you give me the code so that I don't like lose track. Because like I don't want to basically like Spacer's Choice is a different version. What is that? Is it like a demo? I don't know what this is. Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice. Ultimate way to play the game. Spacers has improved graphics and performance and increased level cap and 100% less packaging. Yeah. Okay, so it's what I've got. That's okay. But yeah, sorry, Soft, for those codes, let me know what they are. Like just mark down which ones are Star Wars or whatever, because I don't want to redeem them only to find out that they're not the like I want to be able to hand them off to somebody. If I want to pass them along to someone else, I want to make sure I know what I'm passing along, right? So I'd appreciate it if you can just update that for me. Anyways, so charity. Let's talk charity for a second here. So last year, this past year, 2024, oh wait, did I just go to ads? I think I just went to ads. Let's give it a minute and we'll be right back. Okay, I can quickly just chatter for a little bit. Who's not dead? Sound off. I can only imagine there's a couple of people in here. Northwind, hello, I see you there. I see you. I see a couple of people here. I don't even know how oh, that's right. I think I literally just said I was going to start working on voice training next week. And then suddenly I got derailed. I ended up not playing a game. Overcooked 2? I'm pretty... Now it goes to ads? That's funny. Let me double check. I think I have that. Huh. I have it on Epic. All things considered, these are good. All things considered, Soft. I will. I did get derailed. I played one round and then decided to go to talking only. Yeah, I played one whole grid. I mean, the game is still technically here if I want to. Literally, I could just go back to this if I want. But this is more fun. I'm really appreciating seeing everyone here talking. So, like, what was I talking? Oh, charity work. So, year 2024. I didn't do any charity work this year. 2023, I finally got that $10,000 extra life completed thing, right? I had raised $10,000 over 10 years. And I kind of said to myself, I need to refresh and recoup. And the thing is that it had been 10 years of doing the same charity of playing games for children's hospitals. I raised on average $1,000 a year. And oh, thank you. And one of the things is that I pushed myself so hard in 2023 that I kind of said, I need to relax. I need to take a step back and think about something else. And I said, you know what? I've been doing Extra Life for 10 years. Maybe it's time I do a different charity. The problem with that is that I haven't figured out what I wanted to do. And I took a year to just kind of recover, and this year's just kind of gotten bad for me. And that's rough. It's rough. But I think I am desperately looking to cling on to something that is, what's the word? Finding purpose in my life. I've been feeling really low recently. And so what I want to do is find purpose. And I know it's really difficult to do so in Christmas, but I basically have ideas. One of them is building out my database project that I've been working on for off and on for probably a couple of years now. And I'd like to get moving on it because it just feels like grocery databases are getting worse. And I want to basically be, thank you. Thank you for the clip. Appreciate that. I don't like to humble brag, it's just, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Hello, Panex Machina. Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you in a while. You doing okay? So what I was thinking about is that I wanted to do a new charity this year. And, people brought up Jacksepticeye's Thanksmas hanging in there. I hear you. I'm feeling the same way. It's been a little rough sometimes, Keep going, by the way. Keep going, because you are important. I want you to know that. I am in a bit of a state myself, I want to look, all things considered, and I brought this up before too, like I was literally talking about this today. I auto-typed, like I was trying to think, oh no, what a predicament I'm in. I have cats sitting on me. And my autocorrect on my phone corrected no with like 4 O's to moo. And when I thought about that, I thought about the fact that I realized that it was like, oh wait, I have this avatar, which does not work well on this background. But I realized the vibe I wanted to go with is caring and nurturing and comfortable. If you stop living, you'll never get to taste your favorite food again. And the thing is that basically it's just, I want people to be happy. I want to basically give people a safe space. I want to be able to say, you matter, It's tough sometimes. And you have to keep going. And I know that coming from someone like me, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's important. It's important not just for me. It's important for yourself. It's important for your friends. But most importantly, it's most important for your friends. What am I saying? Most important to you. My mouth is not working right. Let me try that again. You have to keep living for you. That's what it really comes down to. I am sorry. It's not about, look, all things considered, friends can come and go, but it's not like thinking, the thought of basically like think of your friends is kind of selfish, and I don't like it. But the thing is that you are still here today. And you will still be here tomorrow. And you'll still be here the day after tomorrow. It is tough. And I know that basically, I don't know where else I'm going with this, but like, I'm also dealing with a lot of things. And I just want you to know that I'm still here. And I want to do better for everyone. And I don't know, it's hard to say. I know people believe in me. I'm well enough in my core that I can keep living, even just perfect. Yes. All things considered, like the best. I don't want to say live for spite, but all things considered, yes. Live for the fact, like, all things considered, you could say, like, live for the fact that basically others are pissed off that you are living. Live your life. Be who you genuinely are. Let me find, there was something I wanted to find. Let me see if I can find it, because I don't think I'm going to be able to find it super fast while I'm in here, but maybe I can. No, they're talking about, darn. Okay. I live so I can eat more chicken. I'm well enough in my core that I can keep living just so I can get my Amazon packages that I ordered to play with my absolute rad knives. I'm curious about these knives suddenly. Let me see if I've got this thing. I must have it around here somewhere. Because it was a beautiful meme, maybe? Actually, this one's a good one too. The biggest lie you ever will be told about being trans is that transitioning will make you ugly. That will not make you, that it could not be further from the truth. I never got compliments on my appearance ever, but after I transitioned, began dressing like myself, wore my hair the way I wanted to, and especially started tea, I've gotten more compliments than I've ever gotten in my life. People can tell when you look like yourself, who you're meant to be. It's beautiful, attractive, and sexy. Transition will not make you ugly. It will make you yourself. And that's inherently beautiful. You hyperfixated on knives, like hyperfixating on knives like as of today. I still can't find the thing about the unicorn. But I know that basically I just wish I could find it because it was a beautiful statement. But like all things considered, like even if you're talking about unicorns, I used to think of myself as the black sheep of the family. And it's not about how you look like, by how you should be according to society. It's about the aura you have and the vibe you send out. Exactly. Also, the fact that you can be your genuine self should be telling other people. It signifies to other people that it is okay to be yourself. Be your weird self. It's such a tough thing sometimes, you know? And I really wish I could find the meme, but I can't find it, and that's okay. It comes down to a unicorn talking to another smaller horse. And they said, "When did you know you were a unicorn?" And they said, I'm in the middle road of my family. One side is going in jail. The other is models in college. And my dad's side is just dead. I don't know what to do with my life. Honestly, always be soft. Honestly, I think caring for others has got to be one of the most noble things a person can do. Also, being able to understand when you have to take a step back for a while. something I basically think about a lot is that there will always be people fighting for your side. And then the fact is, not only will there be people fighting for your side, but there will also be people who need to heal those who are fighting. I don't think I'm a fighter. I'm a healer. I know that basically everything can and will be better. But I know that I'm not the one to throw punches. I can leave that to some of my stronger friends. But when they return, bloodied, battered, I will give them the love they need and the support they deserve so that they can return to the battlefield once again. I have a friend here who always says, "Onwards to Valhalla." It is very tough sometimes, and I just wish it was better. And I can't do anything about that right now, but I know that I will always be a healer. I mean, this is why I have my Moo persona. The cat is part of me. The cow is also part of me. And both of them. I know I'm weird. We're all weird. That's something else. We are all weird in our own ways. And there's no judgment. You know, everyone has their hyperfixations. Everyone has their obsessions. Everyone has their quirks. Everyone's allowed to be who they want to be. And when we're allowed to display that, that is the most genuine self. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit here, but I mean, all things considered, I don't mind it. I think the thing is that I haven't had an outlet to say this kind of stuff in a while. Aw, appreciate it. I like the cow outfit. This one was custom made. I had a friend who gifted it to me, and the both of us customized the avatar because this was what I was feeling for a long time, that I always wanted to be a mother, a support, a lover, you know? And I still am. I have been following a big group recently where they do have cow avatars, and they are on the range of, like, you know, strong bulls, you might say, but basically, like, they're still cows. But I'm definitely not on the front lines. I'm definitely more in the back end, keeping the support going. And I really wish I could do more, you know? I think something did come up a couple of days ago. Like, I was thinking about what charity to do. And so I've been thinking about, there was one called Gamers Outreach. There's still Child's Play. I mean, technically I've been doing Extra Life for 10 years, but Child's Play is a different charity. And I could do that one. But another one came up, obviously, would be trans rights. And I already have a great community that stands behind me, even. You all stand behind me, and I really appreciate that. Oh, soft. Thank you. I love that the AI still thinks that we're playing Murder by Numbers at this point. The mystery of their generosity. Or just being the softest detective in the crew. I think that the AI got you nailed there, Soft. Aw. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I wish I could find that unicorn story because it was really nice. I really wish I can't find it. That sucks. It's okay because if I was able to find it, maybe it's not going to make anyone cry or anything, but I thought it was just very poignant. It's rough. I can't find it. It's okay. It's okay. It didn't mean for this stream to go here, but it's okay. I hope you're all doing okay, and I'm sorry that I kind of rambled a bit. I know people are kind of popping in and out, and that's the other thing about it. No, I can't find it. I'm literally looking through the person who I saw it from, and I can't find it, and that's unfortunate. You're eating pork chops. As long as it's not beef tonight. Oh well, yeah, I'm not gonna find it. It's all good. It's all good. But should we keep going? I mean, it's already 10:30. I think some people may have had to drop off for... No, Martin, are you still here? You're working on a final tonight. Oh, that's right. It's near the end of the season, right? The semester. Are you doing okay there, Miles? Yeah, it will come back to me, but it won't come back to me tonight, unfortunately. It was something that I had sent and reposted online. 3 finals left tomorrow, doing 1 right now. Okay. That's quite a lot to deal with. Yeah, the Queer Tea Gamers one. Yes. So that was one that I joined last year. They wanted to do, you're flailing at the printer? Okay. Yes, by the way, yes, Martin, thank you for that. But Miles, good luck. I truly believe in you. You know I do. Queer Tea Gamers last year did a streamathon where they were like, one person would stream and then they would hand it off to another streamer and then they would play for 4 hours and they would hand it off to another streamer. It was sort of like a baton race for like 24 hours. I wonder if I should reach out to them again, because I literally kind of on a whim reached out to them and said, you know, hey, I see you're doing this. And then literally it was like me and 5 other streamers and that was it. And I was like, oh, I was expecting a lot more people. Like an Olympic torch. Yeah. It was, what do they call it? The relay race, right? Passing the baton. We literally would raid from one stream to the next, and then I would play a game, and then when I was done, I would raid to the next person. And that was good. That was really good because it basically, you know, you got to see some new people. Got to, like, I was playing, I think I played Celeste. I can't, or was it Elemental Survivors? It was a queer game regardless. And I remember that. But yeah, that one was fun. So that's like the reason I still leave that one up is because they're kind of a smaller streaming group, and I wouldn't mind supporting them more. Now let me see if I could find. Okay, I'm gonna go take a look again for this unicorn thing. Maybe this is it. Let me see here. I'm just looking up unicorn now in the discussions that I had. And it's funny that I still can't find it. That was, yeah, and there's the pictures of me basically going to Pride Parade. I need to show these somewhere. Oh well, I still can't find it. I find it funny that I still can't find it. Here it is. I found it. Okay, so this is just going to be a little bit of a reading here. One of the hardest things, said the unicorn, is realizing you are in fact a unicorn growing up. I was raised by some very nice horses myself. I stared at her, my hooves shifting slightly, in awe of her gorgeous rainbow mane and pearlescent wings. How could you not know you were a unicorn? She looked at me deeply, sadly. Before you met me, did you think we really existed? My ears flicker anxiously. No, if I'm being honest. Me neither. So I hid my wings under a tight sash. I took to wearing a saddle, of all things. I ground my horn down on a boulder in the woods. I bleached and trimmed my mane and hair. People thought I was a horse. Kind of a weird one, but the herd took all sorts. What changed? I asked, with rapt attention. Well, I met another, older unicorn, and she looked at me knowingly, piercing my heart straight through. It's it's rough. But like, as we were saying, the fact is that basically to be able to be our genuine selves, that's a very important thing in this day and age. I did all my assignments just the night before and got through high school and college and even became an engineer. You got this. Not even know what assignments I had to do before. Oh man, Martin, you were doing all right though. Your lowest grade is an 89. Miles, I think I remember hearing that you were saying you are doing extremely well. Keep going. Congratulations. Exactly. It's not about a grade, but it is, like, I mean, it's about passing. But honestly, I know that basically some people, like, all things considered, in the future, I'm hoping that grades won't matter that much. It's experience. You know stuff. I had my 0% framed. It's right above my bed. Just been smoking. You know what's funny? I was literally thinking about taking something tonight myself, but I didn't. I had not just this, but I had someone else I needed to talk to tonight. And I'm hoping that I can run into them later. Zaza, huh? I will see if we even have that up here. The thing is that I have a little difficulty with smoking. I don't breathe well, and so the inhalation is a problem for me. But I can always try. There's the vine with the dollar store weed. Good stuff. Okay. You know what? While just double checking something here. Still have plenty of disk space. Okay. I am running so low on disk space. I don't... It's weird. Should we keep going with the game? I don't know. I wonder what happens if I were to go back to the game with this avatar being as translucent as it is. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? I may have to do some work on making sure that I get that working right. That's kind of funny. Friends and you hotboxed in the car. As long as you're getting your stuff done in time, Miles, okay? Good luck. I'm counting on... Well, I'm not counting on you. I believe in you. My words. I'm not even taking anything tonight, and my words are all over the place. It's weird. Oh. Now I just realized why. Yes, okay, I'm not on the marijuana. You are the full. I realized that I've been drinking today. That's what it was. I had wine. I had a nice mulled wine with dinner tonight. Pork chops. I haven't had pork chops in such a long time. You'd think with someone with my avatar I wouldn't be eating meat. You hate drinking because it upsets your stomach? Oh. Yeah, I have a lot of weird things about drinking. Like, I don't like beers that much. And like, yeah, like whiskey, like the hard stuff, like it's ridiculous that basically like I don't like beers because they're fuzzy and fizzy. But yeah, give me the hard stuff, give me the vodka and the whiskey. Oh, what the hell? Like, I don't get it. Only thing I hate about drinking. I only drink gin, but it makes me depresso. I've just gotten... I don't know if you would say I've been depressed today. Though, it does seem like that is actually something that I've been lost in my mind today. Vodka is hand sanitizer. Yes, but hand sanitizer is not vodka. Do not drink the hand sanitizer. I would not recommend that. You know what? Let me see if I can do another puzzle. I know that we're literally just kind of randomly... Honestly, I'm going to stay... Actually, let's flip back to the other car. Let's see, back to... There we go. Hi, everyone. I find it funny that this game is still sitting here. No audio, no music. There we go. People sometimes use them. Ah, yes. So, what were we doing? We were investigating a murder. That's right. I don't know. How does everyone feel? I feel like I might want to do one more puzzle before I wrap up, but honestly, I've had a good talk. I really appreciate everyone here. And I'm so sorry that basically, like, I feel bad that people came and went. I feel bad about that because I feel like I said something wrong. But I can't put myself down for that. That's not my fault. That was just how I say things, but I do have to be more mindful about those things. You know what I mean? I love the apps that you haven't opened for many years still give you notifications from time to time. Rot in your grave, 9gag. So I was literally talking about this earlier, but like, why would you get emails? Like, I got emails from like Birthday Alarm recently. And I'm like, I don't remember signing up for this. I don't remember signing up for an email from Samsung either. Text to speech.
Tama, you know I wouldn't lie to you. I've been secretly trying to get other streamers to go to your chat. I feel you truly deserve love and compassion for the things you've done, and I want to let you know that I am proud to be considered your friend.
Soft. I appreciate that. Okay, we didn't talk charity too much, but okay, I have a thought. Let's talk charity for a couple more minutes, then let me go back to the puzzles. Soft, thank you. I have a thought, and here's what I'm thinking. I am thinking, okay, so every year when I was doing Extra Life, I was raising $1,000 over the course of a year. And it all culminates in one day of the year or a weekend where we just play games, right? So here's what I'm thinking. What if I start in January and say, for the month of January, my goal is $100. And in February, my goal is $100. And in March, my goal is $100. And I continue this way. I continue to talk about the charities. I continue to do my streaming. I put a little bit more emphasis on the charity work that I'm doing every time I'm streaming. I do it on something like a Tiltify, so I can keep something open all year round, whatever charity I end up doing. So that way, it doesn't put so much pressure on me as it did in 2023. And if I can get $100 a month, technically, I'll actually be raising more money than I did in these past years. Yeah, I do like the idea of doing a different charity every month, but that requires a lot of research. I'm not great at finding charities per se. At one point, I used to run a bakery. I think I may have mentioned this. Um, but what we had was we had it was a bakery that donated the bread at the end of the day. So we never had day old bread. And the thing was is that, well, fair. I didn't have to do 12 charities, but I could rotate them. Right? Right. I see what you're saying. Like if I could pick, yeah, have a lineup. Like just, hmm, hmm. I'll think about that. I don't want to make it too complicated for myself. I do want to make sure that I can handle it. I don't want to stress out and basically stop doing it in March, you know? Hmm. That's not a bad idea. Okay, but so like what the thing was is that with the charities of the bread donations, I wanted to find more charities because every like the thing was every day of the week we had a different charity coming in to pick up the bread. Um and after a while you kind of think, can we swap one out for another, you know? So I don't want to ever just like reject a charity, but doing 3 charities might be possible. But I still feel like at least just setting a very low bar for my charity donations every month would be better than trying to go for $1,000 through, by the beginning of November, right? That's always rough. I'll think about this. I'll think about this. If I could figure out some way of donating to, like right now, I have okay. Has anybody seen? Nobody probably knows about the T-shirts. Hang on, hang on. I'll post it in the chat. Where did I put it? There we go. Hang on a second. I have something here. I have a threadless design. There we go. It's a big long URL. Um, I made it as a joke, and then somebody actually bought one. Actually, where's the thing? I used to have one on Redbubble. I had a shirt, not of me, but I mean, I want to redo this avatar too. That's the other thing. But um, I did this one on a lark because I thought, graphic design is my passion. Um, and I thought it was a funny joke. And then someone actually bought one of my shirts. The only problem is that basically right now we have a postage strike. Yeah, I know that's the problem, right? That like literally I was looking at buying some t-shirts recently online and like the price of the shirt and the price of the shipping were the same. And that's difficult. I don't want people. Exactly. Last item from North America is 29 bucks and the shipping was 50 bucks. Like, no, don't go for it. It's ridiculous. Right now, Canada Post is literally on strike up here. Streamlabs. Oh, right. They've got integrated charity, right? Okay, that's going on my notepad. I'll think about this. I'll think about that because if I don't do Streamlabs, I can always try to figure out OBS or something. But you're right, Streamlabs does have a charity system and merch. Oh, I'll think about that too. It's a rough thing to think about all this. I want to redo my character. I want to redo this character. I don't know what I want to do though. That's the problem. I'm so transient with my decisions. But it's okay. Maybe in a couple of months I'll have some better ideas. Anyways, yeah, once a month. I'll think about it. Think about it. I don't know why I have all these email. Why do I have so many of these? What was that? Oh, yeah, I don't need that. These are all reminders to myself. I just literally pay for the website and you get to customize it. I also got myself a new website too. I need to think about this stuff more. Okay, I'll think about that. But Streamlabs is not a bad idea. I just want to make sure that basically the most goes to the charity rather than to, like, say, Streamlabs, right? I appreciate their work, but I want to make sure that basically charity gets the brunt of it, not, not shipping for a t-shirt, right? Ridiculous. It's okay. It's okay. Figure it out. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh yeah, you had your stuff, right, Soft? You did that. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll talk to you about it. We'll get some ideas. Let's see if I can figure out this puzzle. Okay, so this person was killed. They've got a passport. Sometimes people use them as an ID. It is a bit strange you'd be carrying it here. Will I need a passport if I go to another country? I shouldn't think so. Not if I check you into the hold in my suitcase anyway. I do not like the sound of that. Is there another puzzle? I'll do, if I can find one more puzzle, maybe it would be good for me to do to just wrap up. Are we done? Oh. If only that were easy. Okay. All right, this is a big grid. Let's see if I can figure this out. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. So those two. All right, does anybody want me to talk my way through these puzzles, or do you want me to just kind of work on them? 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do that. These are 2 2s, and that can't be there, there, or there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. This is probably very... I have no idea what I'm looking at. Too big brain for me. Okay, do you want me to explain it, Soft, or is it too late at the day? Because I can explain it if you like. The puzzle is tricky, but once you understand how it works, it makes sense. I've been explaining it to many people, and actually Martin got it last time too. So these numbers at the top, I'm just going to highlight one so you can kind of get the idea. So look to your left where it says 4, 3. What that means is that basically along this row, you're going to have 4 that are filled in, and then some amount of spaces, and then 3 that are filled in. Now, the only thing is that you don't know how many spaces are in between each of these spaces, or in between each of these pieces, and you don't know where they're aligned. So when you look at something like, say, the 3, 2, 2, 1, you can see we've got 3 in that space, but over here, the 2s could be here, it could be here, it could be here, we don't know. But the other thing is that the 2 could literally be there. Like, we don't know where these spaces are. So here's the other thing. What I use to puzzle this out, there's 2 things. One, I try to go for the edges, because once you have the edge, like here, you can see at the very bottom of this row, it says 2. Like the 2, 1, 1, 4, 2 at the very top. The 2 at the bottom means the last thing will be 2. So once you have a bottom on the edge, or like over here, the 4, 3, 3, 1 means you will have a 4 on the left-hand side. So once you have an edge, it works really easy. Edging first, yes. Now, God damn it, yes. And focus on bottoming. Oh my God. Okay, yes. Okay, I wonder what, okay. All right, now, here's the trickier one. Because we have 15 here, here's the thing about crossing. So, or overlaps. So, if you have 2 and 12, we'll go 1, 2, and a space, and then 12. That fills in the entire space. You have no other way to fill that in, so therefore that row is done. So that's what you're looking for when you start. However, when you have ones like, say, a 3 and a 10, you don't have the answer right away. You go 1, 2, 3, blank, and then 10, but you notice you've got 11 spaces here. And we have an ad. Soft, are you still here to understand? Or I can't remember. Really, I think Soft's on the rules. I think Soft is a subscriber. I mean, oh my God, yes he is. He's like the one, the subscriber who's subscribed to me with Prime for like almost 2 years. To which I say thank you once again. So, okay, so we have 11 spaces. Now here's the thing. We know 10 of them have to be in a row. So if you count from the right, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then from the left, starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So all of these overlap. We know that these ones will always be there regardless. So by doing that, you can fill in empty spaces that you need. You still don't know if it's this one or this one, but for now, we know at least this. And then what I use from that is I can use this data to go up and down. Because now I've got a bunch of 2s. Like for example, look at this line, the 2, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1. This row will definitely be a 3 because the 2 has to be near the top. So that means that the 3 has to be near the bottom here. Now, because there's a 1, I don't know where that 1 is going to be, but let's just say the 3 could be here and it would be a 1 here, but it could be here and the 1 could be here. So we don't know this answer yet, so we don't fill it in. So when we're going through all of these, like you said, working from the bottom, from the edges, it works really well. So over here we have a couple that say 2. I wish I had something a better example of like a 3 or a 4. Yeah, you got the steam coming out of your ears. Okay, it's math. You do kind of know with that bottom row. Yes, true. Like the 10 here too, right? You've only got 12 filled in. So this is at least an overlap. Carton of milk falling over. Actually, so now I've got these here, these edges. You can see here, these last ones are just ones. So those are blocked. We don't know where, like, we know that you have to have a space in between them. So from there, now you've got the 2. That puts those 2 in place. That's all that's left. If this is a carton of milk falling over, I will be actually really impressed, Martin. You have a 110 in English but failed everything else. It's okay. These are tricky. And honestly, some of these puzzles I've actually been hitting before you arrived today, I was actually getting stumped by them because I was looking at them going, I don't know why it's so complicated. It's okay. It's just one of those things. By the way, 4, 7. Here's another one. You've got 5 and you've got a 7 space, right? Obviously the 7 has to go there. Here, we don't know where the 4 is, but if you count from the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then count from the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, these 3 will always be overlapped. So we don't know, but it does solve some of it. Yeah, you know what? Don't worry about it. All things considered, I appreciate that you're here. That's kind of part of this, Don't worry if your brain explodes. Or rather, I do care if your brain explodes, so I don't need to basically like go into extreme detail on these things. But I'm basically just going to kind of whip through this as I can, as we're talking about, you know, bottoming and edging all the time, huh? Okay, so let's see here. Well, the 9 here, that means that's there. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which means this 12 goes to this and stops there. 4, and that's that. That's a 2, and that's a 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's 5, and we can't put anything there, so that's 2. There we go. That has to be a 6 there. We still don't know what... If this is a milk carton that's fallen over, I will be very impressed. Let's see here. 2, 3, 2. So this has to be... Don't quite know this one yet. This one's a 2. That means that's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. 3, 3, 3, 3. That's a 4. That's a 3. That's a 3. That's a 4. Most likely the 3 is... Well, yeah, it has to be there. 3, 3, and then I don't know about the 2 there. That's fine. Okay. 3 is there. 2, 2. 3 can't go there, so that's there. 2 dot something. Okay. That's 2 and 2, so that's 8 there. Makes that 3 there. Makes that 4 there. That's there. The 4 goes there. That's the 2, and this spills over to the right. You can never know with this game. This is not a milk carton falling over yet. Now it looks like one of those ladies' compacts, like we saw before. Is it a tire? Am I looking at a tire? That's 6 dot. Okay. There we go. Now there's a lot of 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So that and that. Blank 1. Like that. It's a dial. It's another broken dial. If it's another broken dial, I'm just gonna... This game. Pedometer? The last time it was a speedometer. Like the speed of the car was broken when they saw it. 3, 1. Okay, that's 2, 1, 1, 4, 3. 3, 2, 2, 1. Okay, we got 1, 1. Let's see here. There's 2 and 2. Okay, that can't be there. Pedometer? 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 I definitely don't like calling it a pedometer. Pedometer. Speedometer? Yeah. Even Twitch doesn't like it. Yeah, pedometer? I think it's pedometer, but I don't honestly. No, I just say pedometer so I don't end up saying pedo. That's all. I mean, the amount of times I'm saying pedo is probably getting me on some tracking lists here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see here. I'm almost there. Let's see. Okay, so there's only one more. Let's see. 1, 1, 1, 1, and a 1 here. There's a 2. Oh, there. Okay. That one of these is a 1, and I don't know which one. Oh, that's clear. So that's a 3, and that's a 2. That's cleared this row. That makes this 2 there, which makes that one of these is a 1. Drat. Don't know which one. 3, 1, 2 here, which makes that and that. Oh, but that makes. There's still 3 spots. I don't know which one of these 2s it is. Is this a? It's got to be a tire, right? Is it a tire? Let's see here. Oh, there's only 1 spot left for that. 2, that's that, and that's not there, which is there. Makes that row. This is a 2, flanking that. This one. I think I already had a tire. Maybe. Now I'm doubting myself. But that definitely looks like a tire. Oh, it's not a tire. I'm sorry. It's a wheel. Oh my goodness. Okay. I knew I was feeling I was not going to get that right. Honor, there's something interesting about this tire. Call it a tire! The tread appears to be undamaged, which indicates that the vehicle didn't break before it hit the club. Or the victim. Now you mention it, there aren't any skid marks, are there? So they didn't try to slow down or swerve? I don't think this was an accident. No longer can we investigate. Now we just have to ask some people. Are you talking about the fact that this environment is a giant shoe that's crashed into a building? Like, yeah, that's quite the environment, right? Babe, isn't this just awful? What happened? What the hell happened here? Your guess is as good as mine. I was in the area and decided to swing by. Brian mentioned to me he had a place done up, so I thought I'd have a place to look at the outside. The tire with a wheel? I don't know why they even bothered, right? Yeah, exactly. They're the same thing. I'm being funny. We're talking English here. When I got here, well, this is what I found. Fran? I have a feeling that's a name you've mentioned before. Fran Tasia. She owns the place. She's also my drag mother of sorts. You are tired? Ah. Martin, thank you so much. I'm going to grab my watch. Again, I'm trying to flash this at the camera and you can't see it. Thanks very much for coming out, Martin. And also, if I don't say it, thank you all for being here tonight. Really appreciate talking to you all. It was really good to basically kind of get some things off my mind a little bit, talk a little bit, get some ideas running. I really appreciate everyone's thoughts. You all take care. Martin, sleep well, or work well. You're not working until January, right? Have a good rest. We'll see you soon. Okay. Let's see what happens. Duk, 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 duk. People do point out the fact that I have a noisy drink. Your brain doesn't stop running? What do you mean? No, I mean, all things considered, my brain doesn't stop running either. It's why we're always running, because we're always trying to catch up. And we're always trying to catch up so much that we should just be on a hot dog. I know that's a terrible pun. Frantasia. She owns this place. She's also my drag mother of sorts. I could not find any records in my database for drag mother. Ah, right. How to explain? When I first came to the States, I didn't know anyone. I landed at LAX with a makeup palette under one arm and a head full of dreams. Then reality hit, and it hit hard. A hot dog is a sandwich? I think a hot dog is a taco. And we mustered about this? Press X to doubt. It's not... This is not a conversation I should be relishing. You know how hard it was for me to come up with that witty comeback? My brain is not... I usually am not good at fast quips. I feel like I'm getting better though. Something has unlocked in my brain. I do appreciate it. It's nice. We're in quite a pickle. Especially my brain. My brain's just... It's just been a little dull, that's all. I met Fran in a club one night. She took me under her wing. That's when I learned that drag queens will do anything for help with their makeup. Even adopt a lost British gay boy. I see. So she is like a mother figure to you, but not a blood relation. I thought you had to do drag to be in a drag family? I know, and it does seem like a waste not to use these cheekbones for profit, doesn't it? I don't know, I think doing makeup on other people is my calling. And a drag family is full of people who need makeup on them pretty much every day, so it worked out. They were my support network back when I couldn't get a job to save my life. Fran and her sisters put me up, kept me fed, spread the word. Everything I have is thanks to the kindness of queens. Since things blew up with Murder Miss Terry and the other regular work, though, I've not seen as much of them as I used to, or should do. Where is Fran now? I just called her before I spoke to you. She's not turned up yet, though. It always takes her at least an hour and a half to get ready, though, so she's probably mid-beat as we speak. But her club's just been smashed into. Surely she wouldn't spend that long on... Ed likes to draw the line between club life and the rest of his life. Drag only when on the premises. Oh, right. Ed is Fran's boy name. Edwin Tinker. Tinker by name, tinker by nature. He mends metal instruments. He is a man of many talents. No, tinker is British slang for... Know what? Doesn't matter. Magellan's. Kind of a weird name for a gay bar, isn't it? Well, it's not strictly a gay bar. How did Fran describe it? Something like, Magellan's is a port in the storm for those exploring the stormy seas of gender. That's the, family-friendly reason behind the name anyway. Yes. Oh my god, yeah. Soft, I'm glad that you took that in stride. Yeah. I guess they were a little testy, and... Yeah, I don't know what to think about that, and just be careful about them. I'd just say, if anything, I don't know what to think. I feel like I should reach out to the other party involved here and just tell them how to use the block, like, don't at everyone message thing, because obviously they seem to be very sensitive for that kind of stuff. But yes, when they said, don't Bing me, and you said you use Google, I like that. That was very funny. That's the family-friendly reason behind the name anyway. Are you a regular? I mean, knowing the owner's got to be good for some free drinks, right? Fran hasn't owned it for that long. The bar's only been here for years. The bar's been here for years, but she only took over it recently. I came here for the big party she threw to celebrate her new venture, but I haven't been back since. Let's see here. Yeah, so here's the items. I even from like squinting a bit, I can't tell what I'm looking at. I'm sorry, babe. My head's all over the place. Why are you showing me this for? We've identified the victim. His name is Oliver Laurel. It doesn't ring a bell, but then again, I'm not a regular, so I don't know many of the customers. Free drinks at a bar? Bro, where do I sign up? Yeah, right? If you're like on the inn on a bar, oh, you got it made. You don't think it could be like a homophobic attack, do you? We don't even know if he was a customer here. Could have just been a random hit and run. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Okay, so we back out, talk to Detective Cross. Should have known he'd call you. Nice to see you too, Detective Cross. If I told you two to stop sticking your noses in and go home, what are the chances you actually do it? I estimate the chances approximately 0.00001%. That does, however, factor in a small margin of error. Would that margin of error happen to be 0.00001? Bingo! I can't even manage to be mad at you two anymore. Fine. I suppose you did a pretty good job last time and the crime scene team was just finished up anyway. You can help out, but cause any trouble and so help me God. Do you have any idea what happened? Looks like a fairly standard hit and run. Well, except they left the vehicle behind, so I guess it was a literal run. Also, the vehicle is a giant stiletto. So, on balance, pretty far from your standard hit and run. Is this your first death by stiletto? You don't want me to answer that question, trust me. What do we know about this club? I'd have thought that was more of a question for your friend over there. I do not understand. What do you mean by that? He means that it's a gay club, and he, being an old straight man, wouldn't know anything about that. Less of the old, thanks, but you're not wrong. This isn't something I know much about. Wait, you're letting us take a look at the crime scene? Forensics have already been and gone and have already inspected the scene. There's nothing for you to mess up. At this early stage in an investigation, it's important to consider everything. Every piece of evidence, every hypothesis. So sure, knock yourselves out. Come back here and show me everything you find and we'll see what your conclusions are. You're retired from playing games, but now being in the stream, you don't want to sleep? Aww. I do feel like I probably will wrap up soon. I do have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. And I do have a sleeping kitty beside me. Plus, you missed the window for playing Ashes of Creation. Was that a demo? I guess a demo window or something? You were talking about that earlier. What is that? Do we know anything about the victim? He had some ID on him. I'm surprised Ruble Boy there hasn't found it yet. Do we have any suspects at this point? Well, the only person with any connection to the incident so far is that friend of yours. KC, you don't think he did it, do you? I like to keep an open mind at this stage of this investigation. I suggest you do the same. They open the alpha every weekend. Oh, I gotcha. But he called it in. It's an MMO. Oh, I see. Okay. You know what, Soft? What was that? There was that VR MMO that we played way back when. Do you remember it? I can't remember what it was called. You probably remember. It'd be interesting to go back to it and see how it's changed. Are you trying to imply something, Detective Cross? Township Tale, that's it. I was saying that I want to try to do more VR stuff, but it's tricky to do. I have to figure out how to get it to work. 100%. Let's give it a try at some point, alright? I may have to try to figure out how to get the VR stuff all working again, but if I can get it to work on streaming, I'd definitely go with it. Appreciate that. Also, I have so many other streaming games I want to do, so we'll give it a try at some point. There'll be time for implications later. Right now, it's about finding out as much as we possibly can, no matter how innocuous it may turn out to be. The tile on the shoe's dashboard was smashed. Indeed it was. What do you think that means? Hypothesis. The driver of the shoe collided with the dashboard on impact. Not bad. One to keep in mind for sure. We found the sneaker, Detective Cross. I have a hypothesis. The presence of the single sneaker could indicate our perpetrator only has one leg. I don't think that's very likely. But you said we must consider every hypothesis. Did I say every hypothesis? I meant every credible hypothesis. Oh. Yep, that's the victim, all right. Oliver Laurel. I've radioed his name to the station. They're going to get back once they have more information for me. No wear on the treads and no marks on the floor. Looks like they didn't try to slow down. That's what I said. And what do you think that means? Well, what do you think? The vehicle hit the club on purpose is definitely a statement. We don't know if it was definitely murder. But it wasn't an accident because there wasn't skid marks. The vehicle hit the club on purpose. The lack of wear on the float's tires plus the absence of skid marks point towards that. Indeed, they do. What about the victim? Do you think it was deliberate? I do not believe we can make a call on that either way. None of the evidence suggests it was deliberate, but neither does anything prove it was accidental. Good. It's important not to jump to conclusions. We can work on theories, but they have to be grounded in real evidence. So, what in the... It's even worse than I imagined. This must be Fran. Fran, oh, it's terrible. Thanks, Streisand, you weren't in there. I'm Detective Cross, investigating officer. I appreciate if you've only just arrived, but I'd like to ask you a few questions inside if I may, miss, you can call me Fran. And sure, let's head inside, shall we? New location? Bar. Let's get a drink. I can't believe it. Just look at the place. The tip of the slipper is just very visibly just in the corner there. Okay, I've got an officer at the victim's address. He's bringing over some items of interest. I'm going to wait outside. Honor, you find out what you can find from Miss, Hasia. Hello, Star. Miss, I need to speak with you in private. Honestly, she looks good. How are you doing, Star? You doing good? Honestly, just call me Fran. Right. Okay. Honor, perhaps we should take a look around inside too. Let's see what we can find. I know we're going to find a puzzle or two in here. Whenever the alarm goes off. Huh. Interesting. I mean, there's the shoe. Oh, there is something here. There we go. All right. New nonogram puzzle. Let's see if I can figure out some things. 10, 2, 1. 10 dot 1, 2. Yep, that fills in the row exactly. Perfect. 6. That could be there and there. Let's see. 8 and 4. 8 dot 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 dot 1, 2 dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's see. I would really like to find an edge. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Darn. I need one more blank. If I can get one more blank on this row, I'll be able to solve this entire row. We'll figure it out in a point. Let's see here. 1 blank, 1 blank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the only place it could be. Let's see here. 1 blank, 1, 2 blank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't overlap. Let's see. 3, blank 2, blank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, knowing that these are all ones, I can just do that and blank those out. Not perfect. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So that does mean I have to wait a little bit longer to solve that part. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's see here. 2, 5, 2. 2 dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Yeah, I can't do anything about that just yet. Okay. Oh, 12 and 2. 12 goes right up there and 2. There we go. That makes that. Oh, we don't know if that's right yet. That definitely makes that go there. Okay. Let's see. It has to be. Well, it can't be a 6. Or wait, no, it can't. The only thing it could be is a 6, because you can't put a 2 and a 6 in this row right here. 5, 6. Okay, and that's a 2 in a row of 2s, so there can't be any other 2s in this spot. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. There's too many 2s. Okay, that's not right. That's the 2 there. And the 5 I can't do yet. Can't put the 2 there actually, because the X there, so that means these are all cleared out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which gives me a lot of extra 1s to work with. That's good. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, don't know that just yet. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 3, 4, 2. Well, that has to be a 4 then. 1, 2, 3, and that doesn't overlap. This has to be a 5. It has to be the 8. Yeah, okay. Do not know that one yet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5 could go here, but I don't know yet. 3, nope, I already did that. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, blank, 1, 2, 3, blank, 1, 2, blank. Oh! 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. You did get sleepy. I totally understand, Soft. You have a great night tonight, okay? Hopefully we'll see you soon. Thanks for all the talk tonight. We will talk more. Thanks for all of your... Thank you for the gifts, by the way. And we'll talk soon, okay? You sleep well. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 5, 1, 2. There we go. We don't know if that's the 5 or the 2. That has to be the 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. 1, 1. That has to be the 3 at the only place. That. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 2 can't go in here anymore, so it has to be there. 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 2. Oh. Thank you so much for the gift sub. Ah! Soft, thank you so much. Wait, these are tier 2 subs. They're not just tier 1 subs. Oh, man. Soft, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I'm just looking at the numbers here. Rolling in with another tier 2 gifted sub like they're settling the tire wheel debate once and for all. What the hell? This AI is very weird. How does it know that? Tama stream is the only place where a hot dog debate can lead more than condiment chaos. Didn't have enough for 5 tier 1, so you had to... Soft, thank you so much. Dude, please be careful, okay? I don't want to. Don't spend too much for me, but I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Aw, that's sweet. Thank you. I can't believe that the Frosty Tools is talking about hot dogs and sandwich. Oh my god. Your contributions are the mustard to our community sandwich. Like from AT. Oh, ATT as a thank you? ATT actually gave you money? That's weird. I appreciate that. Thank you to AT&T then. Thank you. I hope that you have a great night tonight, Soft. We'll see you soon, okay? That's very generous of you. Thank you. Ah, you overpaid. I see. It's understandable, though. Still kind of dumb, but I honestly appreciate it still. I'm glad that you basically got a little bit of a refund from the phone company. Hopefully you're still hearing a good signal on their lines. You know, the bad joke of "can you hear me now?" That's a 2. That's got to be the 5 there. What the heck am I looking at here? Is it a flag? Am I looking at a striped flag? Okay, let's see here. 2, 2. Now I need 1, 2, 3. There we go. And 1 blank, 1, 2. Okay, don't know about that one just yet. 4, 4. There we go. 5, 2, 1. All right. Probably then 5 could still be here, and I don't want to do anything about that one. That is cleared here. This is cleared here. That makes that a 2 and a 1. There we go. All right, 1, 1, like that, and then I got a 2 in here somewhere. I'll leave that because I don't have all the answers here yet. 3 and a 4, and we don't know about the 2 down here. But the 8 is done, so that makes that 2 there. Oh, nope, that's a 2. There we go. And 2. We don't know about up here. That's okay. But this is now a 5. And that makes this a 2. Which makes that 2 and that 1. And that 2 and 2 and 3 and 1. There we go. That's clear. That's 6, 2, and we don't know about that. But we have 2 here. And that clears this row. Let's see here. Yep, don't know which one's in the ones here. Let's see. Keep going. 1, 5. 1, 2. That's an 8 here. Okay. Well, it can't be a 3, so that definitely isn't in there. That's a 2 and a 5. There we go. There's our 3, so that's done there. And that's done there. And that's the 1 there, and that has to be, that's 3. It's definitely something striped. It feels like it's going to be a flag. 2, 2, 1. We already got that, so that's that and there. And, oh, nope, that's done. Okay, that's there. And then 1 and 1 and 2 and 2. That's that and 2. It is a rainbow flag. At least that time I actually understood this one. That's a puzzle piece? What did we find? Why did we find it? What's the point? There are a lot of these flags around, even for a gay bar. I like them. They're so colorful. Do you think I could take one? It would look nice in your apartment. Oh, so you're an interior decorator now? Well, you'll have to ask Fran. Maybe she'll let you take one of the small ones. There we go. Well, there goes my no claims bonus. My name's Honor Mizrahi. I'm helping Detective Cross out with his investigations. And I am Scout. Oh, I know who you are. I've been watching Murder Mysteries since Casey got the job there. It's nice to have a celebrity in my little club. Actually, you're not the first, but you're the first that's not been on the down low, if you catch my drift. Excuse me, but what is a down low? Oh, right, well, Scout. Sometimes people that are gay or lesbian or whatever choose to hide it. And then they come to places like ours to kind of let the pressure off a little. But they try to be discreet about it. I still cannot understand why humans pretend to be things that they are not. It's complicated, doll. Sometimes it's just easier that way. Anyways, I'm Fantasia. It's a pleasure to meet you. If only it could have been under better circumstances. You're the proprietress of this club, right? Sure I am. Although in some ways it still feels strange to hear people say that. It's not been that long since I took it over, really. Before that, I was just your regular giggling about drag queen. And this is one of my regular jaunts. Fast forward a few years and I own the place. Life sure is strange, huh? Can you think of any reason why anyone would want to damage your property? None specifically. We normally get on pretty well with everyone in the neighborhood, even if our customers can be a little rowdy when they leave. Of course, not everyone is quite as enlightened. It's sad, but acts of violence are committed against our community frequently. That'd be my first guess. If you don't mind me asking, why did it take you so long to get here after KC called you? Well, I had to get ready, didn't I? It takes time, effort, and a ton of concealer to look this good at this time of day. Plus, I walked here, in heels. Would you normally be in drag this early in the day? Hell no, drag hurts. I wouldn't normally come to the club till late afternoon. I tend to at least get a basic beat and then look together before coming here, see? Then I only have to top it up or do outfit changes during the night. This is a basic look? Oh, honey, you don't even know. Fuck, I didn't think I'd ever have to say that. KC looks terrible. He's clearly really worried about you. He's a sweet one, isn't he? You know? Oh, my ads. You know, it's thanks to him that my makeup is so flawless. He taught me a lot. He mentioned you helped him out when you first got to LA. He was lost. I could tell the second I saw him. He just had this air of someone who should have filled the room with their presence, but they were holding back. At first I assumed he was a wannabe queen, but it wasn't that. He was anchorless. So I figured I'd help out, just like my drag mother helped me. I'm glad you did. I don't know where I'd be without KC. Actually, scratch that. I do know where I'd be. Still stuck in a toxic marriage. Well, that sounds like a story. If it isn't urgent, I've got a lot of stuff to be dealing with here. Okay. We found a passport on the body. His name was Oliver Laurel. Oh, the poor thing. Yes, I know him. He'd been coming here regularly for the past few months. At first, he was fairly quiet, blended into the background, but Oliver seemed troubled. I got the impression he was working a lot of things out. Some people start this journey with more baggage than others, if you catch my drift. Oh, come on, Honor, hurry up. I need to talk to Fran. Damn right you do, mister. Only way I can get you to visit anymore is by getting a hole smashed in the front of my club. Stop that guilt tripping right now. Give me a hug. Ow! What's wrong? Nothing. I just slipped in my heels last week and totally stacked it. Used my arm to break the fall like an idiot. Doctor says it should heal pretty quickly, though. Detective Cross, is everything okay? An officer just returned from the victim's address. Apparently all of his belongings were just outside in black bags. Let me scan them. I can see if there's anything important inside. Well, so can our officers, but what the hell. This might be quicker. Okay, last puzzle. Then I gotta go to bed. 10.123. Okay, that definitely helps me start my puzzle on a good note. Okay, 2. Well, there's the 2. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. It's a nice simple pattern. 3, 1, 3, 2, 2. Okay, and that's a 2 there, so that's that. That's there. That's a 1, that's a 3. That's filled in. Okay. It's getting dry in here. Another nice start up here. Oh, this might not be too difficult, what we're seeing in here. Okay, and it goes there. Two, 1, 2, 4. So let's see, 2, 1, dot 2, dot 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4. Perfect. 1, 1, 2, 1. Don't know about that one. Oh, yes, I do. Yep, that's done. Okay, there's only a 2 left in that one. So that's probably here. Huh? Something's wrong here. I think I've got a problem. This doesn't match up. 2, 2, 1. Did I go too far? Let's see here. 2, 1, 2, 1, 4. 2, 2, 1, 1. Let me just keep working. Maybe I'll solve the problem when I'm working it through. Oh, that's wrong. I should go there. Yeah, 6th row is wrong, right? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 1, 2, 1, 4. Oh, you are correct. Thank you very much. All right, let's clear that out. I'll just rework this here. That would be a 2, not a 2, 1, 2, 1. Thank you. Thanks, Drake. Ugh, that would have screwed me up majorly down the line. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 7, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, that's 6, so it has to fill in there. Okay, that means that 1 is here. Okay, that's 2. Okay, 2 and 5, and yep. Okay. Man, I was following an odd pattern there, wasn't I? 2, 2. That row's done. Oh, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay. Okay, so that two's locked out. Wait, that doesn't make sense either, does it? Okay. Okay, I think I got that one right. We find an octopus in the person's bag. 2, 1, 2, 4. Okay. That's that. No, did that do it again? No, something's wrong again. Maybe I really have gummed this one up. Well, it can't be there and it can't be there. 4, 1, 2. Can't be there. Oh, it can't be there. Oh, 2, 2. Alright, okay. 2. 1, 1. There's something off here. No, it can't be right. 2, 1, 2, 4 doesn't. No. Something is off here, and I'm not sure what it is. I was so confident, and now I'm not. 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there should be another 1 down here, which does not work right. So this 2 probably isn't right here. Which then means that... No, it couldn't be there. It would be like that. But that's not right. Maybe I got this one wrong? Shoot. This is not good. I can try this again. Because we don't... there's too many broken parts. Working backwards from this is not going to probably solve the problem. Let's just see. 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1. This says 2, 5, but I don't think that's right. Oh, there's something wrong down here too. I'm resetting this one. Yeah, lowering my forward scope. I don't want to do that. That's frustrating, but let's start from the top. Literally from the top. 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2. Okay. 2, 3. Dot, dot. 3, 1, 1. Leave that there. Okay, that's a 1. There we go. 2, 2, 1. Okay, and then over here we got a planet and a 1. Okay. 2.1, 2, 3, 4. Also a 10 and a 3. Alright, so we have that. Nope, that's that, and that. It may have been faster to have the policeman do the work. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. That's all you can do there. 3, 1, 3, 2, 2. That 2, which makes that there. Makes that 2. 1, 1. Okay, and that's a 1. 1.12. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what we got here. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. 2. Oh, nope. That goes there like that. And that's that row. Okay, and we got a 2 and a 1. Oh, we don't know this one. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. That's all we know for that one. But this is 2 and 2. Okay. No, I'm not going to touch that one yet because I don't quite know if it's actually right or not. Oh, kitty. Kitty beside me is stretching. Cute kitty. Well, the 5 has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't be here. Okay, and these are 1s. So... And that's that. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Okay. Not enough space. Or too much space to figure out the answer. Those are done. That's that one, and that's 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this a flag that's been cut in half? Like, it looks like another striped item. It could be. After what we just looked for, right? Mm. Okay, still don't know these ones. 4. Wait, again. Did I just gum this up? Okay. Well, the only place is a 2 and a... Oh, wait, no, we already have a 1 and a 2. That one's cleared. This is cleared. That's cleared. That's there. That's there. That's done. That's done. That's there. Yeah, this looks like a flag been cut in half. Let's see here. Oh, it's a book. This diary could prove useful. Let me read it. Finished. Analyzing text. There are several mentions towards the end of a person he met here. Oh, there are several mentions towards the end of a person he met here. Fran, does the name Roz mean anything to you? What? Yes, it does. He's referring to one of our queens, Moses. Honor, are you here? No, it can't be. That voice, it sounds scarily like... Mom? What's she doing here? Don't move. She can't see you if you can't move. Moses, Fantasia. Yeah. They're very drag queen names. They're going all in on the drag queen names. They're doing well. There you are. I want a word with you. Not this again. Mom, what are you doing here? What a way to talk to your mother. After I came all the way down here, too. Didn't ask you to. No, but Detective Cross did. Said you were still playing at being detective again. So I brought backup. You what? I was just thinking, how could the day get any worse? And then, as if my words had been heard by a malevolent god, here you are. The Ryan Seacrest type. Hello, Honor. How dare you, Mom? Not only do you come down here to tell me how to live my life, but you bring my psycho ex-husband too? When are you going to get in your head that this isn't any of your business? I can't talk to you when you're like this. I'm going to wait at your apartment. Come see me when you're being a little more reasonable. Oh, Ryan, babe, that was your cue to leave too. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Hard for you to poison Honor against me when I'm right here. That cologne could poison anyone at 50 yards, babe. No assistance needed. Oh, the sniping. Well, everyone just stop. I don't want to fight, Honor. I just want to talk to you. And if I talk to you, will you leave? I promise. Fine. Casey, go back inside. I'm sure Fran could do with your support. Aw. I appreciate you giving me a chance. I'm not giving you a chance. I'm giving you 2 minutes. That's it. What do you want, Ryan? Just say whatever it is and go. I want to apologize for you for what happened at the Starshine Awards. What could you be apologizing for? Maybe for undermining me at every opportunity? Or could it be for getting Mom on my case, telling her that I lost my job and that I had investigated Blake's death? Or perhaps you mean for giving Stanford a $50,000 bribe to make sure we didn't win anything, and then lying to me about it? No worries, you're forgiven. I am? Of course you aren't, you piece of... Why'd you do it, Ryan? Why'd you just stick the knife in? Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. I was still hurt. I wanted you to hurt too. It was stupid, it was vindictive, and I was sorry. Well, it worked. You got what you wanted. Congratulations, I guess? I was an idiot. I was only thinking about myself. I've heard it all before, about how sorry you are. It isn't just this occasion, petty and spiteful as it is. It's that you tried to make me think that I was the one in the wrong for questioning you. But that was the moment I remembered. Everything you put me through. Please, just give me another chance. Why are you suddenly everywhere I turn now? Believe it or not, the point of getting a divorce was to see less of you. Just coincidence. I happen to be going to the Starshine Awards anyway. You know Blackstock Holdings invested in that film a while ago. Coincidence, right. Definitely wasn't that you wanted to see the effect of your little bribe. Okay, that was part of it. And now here you are. Again. Because your mom's worried about you. She asked me to come down to try to talk some sense into you. And of course her little golden boy came rushing to help. So, that's it? Great, you said your piece. Now go. No, that's not everything I wanted to say. Your mom's worried on her. She thinks you're in danger. That you'll end up the same way as... Don't even go there. I don't have to answer to you anymore, Ryan. What I do with my life now is none of your business. You're right. It isn't. But I don't like seeing you make a laughingstock out of yourself. Excuse me? I didn't want to show you this, but if you're not going to listen to reason, what choice do I have? Ah, jeez, you gave me a puzzle. All right, let's see. Let's try to solve this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, need a longer puzzle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay, not a great start. 1, dot, 1, dot, 1, 2, dot, 1, 2, 3. 1, dot, 1, 2. Nope. Wow, these are actually roughs. 1 dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. That's right. 1, 2, 3 dot 1, 2, 3 dot. Oh. There's my start point. Right there. Okay. One, 2, 3 dot 1, 2 dot 1, 1, 2 dot 1. Ah, okay. 2 dot 1 dot 1. At least gives me something to start with here. One, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's something. That's something. That's good. That's good. Okay, okay. Don't have a full answer on that just yet, but that's okay. That's close. Nah, that's okay. I'll leave that there. That goes there. That's got to be a 4, so the 1's got to be up here somewhere. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2. Wait, 3, 2, 1 can't work in this way. 1, 2, 3 dot 1, 2. The only way this could fit is like that. I keep hearing noises on my computer and I'm not sure where it's coming from. That's okay. I'll have to I have to clean up my tabs anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this fills in too. Okay. 1, 1, and then 2. And that means it's all that cleared out. If that's a 6, that's the only place it can go. Okay. I think right, 1, 2. Okay, 2 can't go exactly there. That means that's a 3. That's fine. Okay, 3, 1, that's done. There's the 2, so that's there. Yeah, I figured as much. Let's see, 1, 1. Has to be one of those. 1, 2, 2. Then, what are we looking at here? A bouquet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I have to put that in. That's how that works out. Okay, and that's the 5 there. Okay. 1, 3, I don't know about 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's that, and that's all 2. There we go. That's that, and that's a 2. Okay, that's right. Still don't know exactly which one's right. 3 is this. That's okay. Is that 2? 2, and then one of these is the 1. 1, 4. But 3 is done. 1, figure that. That's that one. 2, 1, 3. That's done. 2. That's done. 2, 1, 2. That's the 2, and... Is that a diploma? Oh, a tabloid article. It's a tabloid. Shouldn't matter, it's a tabloid. It appears to be an article about an investigation into Blake's death. The headline is, Murder Misguided. It's not exactly complimentary. Let me see that. Without writers to guide her, is Honor Mizrahi losing the plot? Freshly ejected from her role in Murder Mystery, Honor looks like she's having trouble separating fact from fiction. A source in the production told us that she tried to investigate the murder of her showrunner, Blake Patterson, and got it horribly wrong. Her efforts led to a fan being wrongly accused of the murder, and the real culprit escaping, who later committed suicide. Close friends are worried that without the show to anchor her, she's becoming convinced that she actually is a detective, a delusion that's caused more harm than good. This kind of press isn't going to help you find another role. People think you're having a breakdown. Do you really want that? They what? That's ridiculous. Why'd you really show me this, Ryan? I know it wasn't just to make me feel bad. Sharp as always. Come and work at Blackstock Holdings, Honor. I know you're worried about earning enough to keep yourself afloat, but I can't help. You're offering me a job. You don't even have to work with me. You can be in a different department, a different office. Hell, I'll open a new office in Cuba if that's what it takes. But I want to help. How reassuring. Well, if that's everything, you'll be on your way now, right? Honor, listen. You know what? Fine. I'll go. I need to clear my head after all this anyway. Honor, wait. Just think about it. Honor. My head swirled with questions. Why was everyone interfering in my life all of a sudden? How was I suddenly fodder for gossip columnists? Leaving Ryan was supposed to get me back in control of my life, and now everyone was suddenly trying to tell me what to do. Uncertainty tumbled around in my head as I walked further and further away from the club, away from where I thought I wanted to be, until she found herself back to the studio. How did I end up here? Maybe my body's trying to tell me something. Oh God, what am I doing? Maybe Ryan's right. Maybe this detective turn will make me lose all credibility. It feels like everyone's trying to push me away from this. Are they right? Should I stop being so stubborn? I believe in you, Honor. Scout, you followed me? Yes, you seemed troubled. It's hard to explain, Scout. There is still much about humans that I don't understand. They are so different from things. Things are immutable. They have clear traits that I can observe. Cloth square, rigid pole, rainbow stripes. However, people are different. They have emotions, which they can hide or show in different ways. This is hard for me to discern. I can detect basic emotional patterns, but when we first met, I always struggled to understand you. I assumed my routines were faulty, but now, I think this is because you were hiding your feelings. But ever since we teamed up, ever since we started being a detective, they have started returning clear results. The margin of error is now negligible, and the routines all agree. You are happy. Guess I got a masochistic side. Aww. Yeah, I have been happy ever since I met you. Who knew a flying robot was what I was missing in life? I enjoy being with you too, Honor. But it's not just about how I feel, it's about my future. You saw what that paper said. I'm a laughingstock. They think I'm having a breakdown. Didn't you tell Becky that it doesn't matter what other people think of you? You don't miss a beat, do you? I make sure to save important discoveries in my long-term memory. Honor, my creator didn't teach me much about feelings, but I do know that happiness is a good thing. A thing that people strive for. In other words, I want you to keep going. Because I want you to be happy, Honor. That's some pretty solid logic. It's almost like you're a robot or something. But you're right. I can't tell Becky she should believe in herself if I can't do the same. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. If it's making us happy, let's keep doing it. Yes, this is a logical conclusion. Come on, buddy. We've got a murder to solve. I think this might be a good place for us to wrap up for tonight. Just going right to here. I'm just going to save the game. Oh, stretch. Oh. Okay. Yeah. It is midnight. I have been streaming for almost 4 hours now. I should probably wrap this up and, well, I want to make sure I note down this file, and also I've got some notes to make for myself. So let's make this a farewell for tonight. Drake, thank you so much for being here. Star, I see you're still on the stream, so thank you very much. Man, tonight was a bit of a roller coaster. I did not expect it to be like it was today. But you know what? I do appreciate you all being here. Thanks very much, Drake. We'll see you soon. You have a great night tonight, okay? Take care. Bye.